Let's go, baby. Uh-oh, I got a double feed. What we got going on? There it is. I fixed it. Hallelujah. What's good, everybody? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Coach Smook Morning Show. What's good? We back with the Coach Smook Morning Show. Much love to everybody in the chat. I see y'all already in there with y'all energy turning up for your boy. Yes, feeling that energy, man. I love y'all. Love y'all. It's Friday, y'all. It's Friday. My lips a little dry. Where my Carmax at? I just got done like re-washing my face. I was standing outside for a little bit before I came in and y'all know how it is when you're outside, it's humid. Just trying to clear my thoughts to get ready for today's show, man. I'm hyped. Y'all hype. I'm hyped. I'm telling you. And I see all y'all in the chat, man. Thank y'all for pulling up this morning again. The Coach Smook Morning Show. Let me go all the way to the top and get the first comment of the day, which came in from the beautiful Southern Red. Good morning, my sister. Good to see you. Glad to see that you're in the building again. Then Zach followed up, said, good morning, everybody. Then Kimberly followed up. Good morning, Kimberly. Did I get a, hold on. Let me double check something because I ain't really been in Discord. Hold on one second. Let me check this Discord, because if I didn't get a good morning Discord from Kimberly, we're gonna have to find her. So Antoine, get ready to get your book. Okay, we got one at 9:03. It was a little late this morning, but we got one. Good morning, Kimberly, and shout out to Antonio. What's up, everybody? Brett, what's good, man? It's Friday, yeah, and I know y'all like that OG beat, that West Coast let the top down ride beat at the beginning. That's on fire. I can't even lie. Brett, what's good, my guy? Jordan, what's good? Travelpreneur Sports is in the building. Yes, JB718 is in the building. Salt and Pepper Fire's in the building. Susan, yes, she in the building. What you really feeling? I'm really chilling. And this Friday, and we killing it. And we feeling it. Yeah. Good morning, kids. We in this bit. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Dino? The white wild guy, Antoine, man. I'm hyped, man. Y'all, I slept so good yesterday. I think I was in bed at like, man, I don't even remember. It was before 10 o'clock though. It was before 10 o'clock. So I got like that drunk sleep in. You know what I'm saying? Like you ever had that drunk sleep? Anybody ever experienced drunk sleep? When you wake up, you got to catch your breath because you can't believe you slept that good. Yeah, man. That's the type of sleep I got. So I feel good today. Saying what's good. Welcome in. Shout out to the 39 in the chat already, man. We got 3 watching us on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, check in the chat on Facebook. But if you really want to be seen, come over to the YouTube side, Facebook. I really been trying to just use Facebook to get my Facebook viewers over to YouTube. So if you could go ahead and pull up on the YouTube side, man. It's way more fun on this side. You get to become a member. You get to use the emojis, all the special emojis. You can't see them in the chat, but they are using these emojis. If you come to the YouTube chat, you'll see them. And then it's just a more family vibe on YouTube. For some reason, I feel like it's more like a realistic communication vibe, but amongst the viewers. I don't know about y'all. That's just how I feel. So thank y'all for pulling up this morning. Who said I was in bed before 10 last night too? Ooh, let's talk about it. Look, that was the inspiration. My boy Antoine said he said from 3 p.m. to about 8 p.m. Felt great, woke up and got lit, went back down. Ooh, that's that good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Listen, he said, Anthony Mazzano said, Coach, you're a Bulldogs fan, correct? What is one game that you're worried about that you think you can lose that nobody expects? Anthony, I don't know. Can you not see that big old, somebody jump him. Y'all jump him. Jump Anthony. Jump him. We got to put the fight music on now. Anthony just tried my gangster, y'all. Hold on. Hey, sound the alarm. Anthony just tried my gangster. We about to jump you, Anthony. I'm sorry. You got to get jumped this morning. Anthony, I'm sorry. You got to get jumped this morning, bro. Bro, it's time to fight. Hold on, y'all. This man just said, me, of everybody on this doggone internet, Lord have mercy. Jump him. I want to see AAA emojis all over the chat right now. Jump him. I want to see nothing but AAA emojis. He want beef. Coming in here talking crazy like that. This man, come on, dog. Come on, bruh. What the JB? What are you talking about? What is he even talking about, JB? What is he talking about? Zach, what's good with the $4.99 super chat, man? Zach, did you hear what this man just said to me? What, man? Come on. Y'all, hey, jump him. He don't do, listen, that's all I want to see right now. AAA emojis. Jump him. Jump him. Look, bro, we pulling up. Listen, pull up. JB, I need the RV. We need to gas up the RV. JB, gas up the RV right now. We need the RV. We need a AAA mobile right now. I can't believe, man, this man. How the what, boy? Ooh, boy. Let me calm down. God forgive me. Lord have mercy. Help the baby. I can't believe, y'all. I mean, what's wrong with him? Somebody check on him. Maybe he just been here. He said sorry. Okay, y'all. We're gonna let him slide. He apologized. We're gonna let him slide. But what we gonna need from you, and you're gonna have to become a member now. I'm gonna need you to pick up a membership. That's what I'm gonna need you to pick up a membership. You almost got, bro. You almost got. We almost had a what they call a 183. We almost had a 183. we almost had a 183. Oh Lord, Anthony talking that booty chatter. I don't know what he thought it was, Antoine. Man, clearly, come on, Anthony. You better have an iPhone 2.5 with the small screen. Couldn't see 187. It's a 187. We almost had 187. 187. We almost had a 187, y'all. I don't know what's wrong with him, Susan. Y'all, I had to. He got me. They said drop the location. Anthony, you had gang, man. Gang. I'm gonna make sure I had that clip. Y'all you know what? Y'all ain't no good. Y'all support my ignorance, and that's why people they didn't like it at first, but now they see how authentic it is. This ain't a put on, this a come on, man. This is how we are. So any Coach Smook event, somebody be trying our gangsters, we ain't gonna be on no hood stuff, but we gonna be ready to step in and stand on business, man. Anthony, you know what, Anthony? You owe us a super chat or something, don't he? Yeah, come on, y'all. I couldn't see the symbol on the hat, Coach. That's why I asked. Nah, you can't you telling me you can't. I know it ain't the clearest of camera. Don't be talking about my camera quality. We're gonna upgrade one day. God gonna bless us. But come on, dog. You can't see that big old. That's the block. That's the block A. That's the OG one, man. That's the epitome of our being right there as Bama fans. This is where we became. You know what I'm saying? This is where we picked up some swag for real. You get what I'm saying? When this was unveiled. And this ain't recent. This the OG one. This like before the script. Come on now. He an undercover fed. He said he an undercover fed. Somebody said 187 on the undercover. Y'all's a trip, man. Hey, but Anthony, you're welcome here, man. You got to be more careful, bro. You guys to be more careful. Oh man, I hope we don't get canceled for that. Put it like I hope they don't. Look, we only gonna have the 200 members in the AAA right now. That's all we're gonna be stuck at because we standing on business, man. But for real, I appreciate y'all support, man. I thank y'all for being on the live today. And don't forget that this stream is powered by the AAA. And if you want to become a co-sponsor of today's stream, y'all, we're trying to do a little push for our membership goals. We're trying to set membership goals now. Right now, we're right at 100 members, and that's the goal we want to keep it at. So let's try to push that goal to 150. We want to get to 150. So let's promote, let's share the stream. But also, your support, gifted memberships helps. Cash App help. PayPal, Venmo, and the blue super chats today will get you acknowledged as a co-sponsor on the stream. And today, Friday, man. I want to fill the banner up. Our goal is to get at least 3 co-sponsors a stream. Get what I'm saying? We're trying to get 3 co-sponsors a stream. This encourages people to really see what we're doing here at the Coach Smooth Network. So today, already on the banner is my guy, the one and only, the voice of the AAA family, Zach SOS Wilges, man. I can't wait to open the phone lines up today. We're going to just review all of spring ball, but we got some reports coming in from other camps too, y'all. We got the post-practice report from yesterday We're going to view that, do a live reaction to that first up when we come back from our commercial intro break. And then we're going to get into the phone lines to get your reactions. But then we're going to dive into the conversation today of what we're seeing from other college football programs in the SEC, not just Alabama. We want to dive into the full conversation and talk about all the teams that are in the SEC. So with that being said, appreciate y'all for sticking it out today. Check this commercial out. Check out these infomercials to find out how to become a member of the AAA family and support the network. And then also check out the merch. You already know the merch promo is buzzing right now. I shared it on Twitter and we're getting some good responses, man. So I checked the orders. I think we're at 16 orders right now. We've been live for 72 hours right now with the merch. I think it's been 72 hours, or it might be 4 days now. But 16 items. I appreciate your support 100%. So check this out, man. Here we go. I love that beat too, y'all. I can't even lie. We got some fire beats over here. I can't cap. We really do this. I'm just gonna say that we do this, y'all. But here goes the commercial. Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family and earning your birth certificate, as we like to call it. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel. Did somebody say put me in the game? The time has finally come. Here at the Coach Smook Network, we are officially launching our first merchandise line. We will have a lineup of t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies available, with more items to come in the future. The way you can find these items is by simply going to the YouTube page, clicking on the links, and you will see the Coach Smook Network merchandise link below. Or during our live stream, type in the chat !merch, and you will see the link come up. And from that website, you can purchase all the variety of merchandise that we have available. So between now and August 31st, you will have a chance to receive a 15% discount on all merchandise available. Don't wait too long. Don't wait until it gets close to the end. Coach Smook Network is growing fast, and I'm glad to be a part of what we're building here. Thank you for your support, and go get your merch, man.
Yeah, man. Anybody else proud of the merch, man? If I could get some fire in the chat. If you really like the designs, if you've been able to go by the website and check out the merch, put some fire emojis in the chat, some triple A's or something. Put something in the chat to let me know that you feeling the merch. I'm glad that I've had the amount of we've had the amount of support already in the first 4 days. But honestly, y'all, I am excited about what this thing is going to be as far as our merch lineup. I can't wait for y'all to see the future designs that we've already started kind of brainstorming about. And I want to encourage you all to continue to support. Shout out to Brett Sullivan, man, with the $9.99 super chat, joining the co-sponsors of this stream, man. That's 2. We already at 2, man. Appreciate the $9.99 super chat. He says, Roll Tide Road, I'm ready for that. Did someone say put me in the game? Commercial. That junk, I'm not gonna lie. I listened to it now and I realized how corny I sound, but I love the commercial, man. I love it. I can't even lie. And I'm feeling it, y'all. I'm really feeling it. I'm feeling good. That commercial, I like it. I can't even front, man. So shout out to my boy Brett. And yeah, man. So y'all really feeling the merch, man. I appreciate that, y'all. I really do. I think it's gonna be fire when we show up to this Georgia tailgate, this VIP Alabama versus Georgia tailgate, in all of our AAA gear. The fact that it's Alabama colorways makes it that much better. But then you also got the black shirts. You got the black shirts for if the Georgia fans want to show up, and the red on it is not necessarily crimson. It's more of my brand color. But yeah, that's what it is. We got the red letter lineup. That shade of red is definitely one that you can definitely be rocking with. You get what I'm saying? That thing fire, man. I can't even lie. But yeah, here goes the link right here. The merch link is right there if you want to jump in the chat and check it out, or save it, open it up in a web browser in your background so you can get to it right after the show. Yeah, I like it. But my boy Shane B said I sound professional. Nah, when I say, did somebody put me in the game? I sound a little corny. Sound like my son, honestly. I always get on him for having that tone, but yeah. But yeah, let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to the show today. We're gonna dive into just some basic stuff. We're gonna basically do like a live reaction to some of their interviews from yesterday with the staff, the defensive staff. We were able to get all of them. Actually, shout out to Antoine for being diligent and stepping into his role, providing the clips and everything B-roll that you're gonna see here going forward is everything that Antoine is referencing. And Antoine, the only thing I need you to do, bro, is in the Discord, in the DMs that we've been, send me who we're referencing. That's the only thing I want to be able to acknowledge. So if we're referencing somebody's material, I just want to give them their due respect, man. I'm big on that. I'm real big on that. I think we should have more of that in the content creation community. So many people biting off other folks' ideas and their style. And you just got to give credit where credit is due. I'm telling you right now, the call-in show, my call-in show setup is I told y'all, some of my mentors in this game was definitely watching Josh Pate, but more close to home. Y'all hear me? I give shout out to Stephen A. Smith, Stephen M. I said Stephen A., but Stephen M. Smith over at Touchdown Alabama, all the time. I show him love all the time because he really inspired me to be to do call-in shows, let alone just be a content creator / panelist. I started that whole that little title on stream, panelist. You see people kind of picking it up now. So just to give people their flowers, man. Shout out to Stephen Smith. Shout out to we've been using Bama Central's footage. Ryan Fowler called into his show yesterday. I actually got clips of that from my call into his show yesterday. We had a great conversation, very insightful. Dwight, I'm talking about you. My fault. I meant Dwight, not Antoine. I always mix y'all up because y'all do the same for the community with y'all efforts, man. And y'all just solid brothers. Solid brothers bring the same energy. Solid. So Dwight, that's who I was talking. I was talking to you. Drop them the resource who we're resourcing in the Twine. Yeah, I always get y'all mixed up.
But I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it, man. I'm gonna fix it. That's on me. Dwight. Shout out to Dwight for doing this thing. But Antoine been doing this thing too. Hey, Stephen M is the best voice of Bama football. I will give him that hands down. If my boy out there right now, he probably because ain't no practice today, so he probably chilling right now. Y'all get my boy Stephen M on here. Y'all remember he came on the show before. Bama's online, Bama Online. Okay, we got Bama Online footage today. And I'm surprised, man. They actually, I usually don't reference Bama Online. They got some great footage yesterday. Y'all gonna get to see the interviews they had. I mean, the audio was way better. I remember actually speaking with some of their staff that used to come there, and they asked some of the equipment that we were using at Bama Football on YouTube. Shout out Kyle Henderson. That dude is funny, y'all. I got a story about Kyle Henderson, but we'll talk about that in the after dark time. And it ain't nothing bad. It's a funny story about the media viewing period. But yeah, they audio sounds real good. So we're gonna jump into it today. Post practice, day 2, Alabama fall camp here on the Coach Smook Morning Show. We're gonna do reactions, press reactions. We're gonna do reactions today, and I want you all to light up the comments and give your reactions and thoughts in the comments so that we can put it on the screen, and that'll be clipped. It'll be part of the shorts that you all have been seeing posted on the page. So yeah, let's get to it, y'all. Defensive players and staff press reactions. Let me load this one up. So we're gonna start off with Coach Mo. Coach Mo, talking about the DBs. Get into that conversation, and let's dive into it, y'all.
Have you seen from your cornerback group since the spring?
Yeah, obviously, we're continuing to take it a day at a time. I really feel like I love the attitude and the effort. Really good football character that's coming to life with our guys, really understanding our process, our habits, our behavior. Just a day in and day out of just watching film, doing the extra work, putting in really good days. So we're 2 days in. We're working a lot of guys in. Obviously, we got a good rotation in. We got a new transfer in from Wake Forest, Deshaun Jones, that's getting some work with us. You got obviously back from the spring, Damani Jackson, Zay Mincy. You got Jalen Mbakwe, then obviously Xavier Brown. So the depth chart's going to continue to settle itself over the next couple of weeks. Right now, we're just spreading out reps, getting guys prepared to play, putting the ball down and seeing who does what, and looking for consistent execution, looking for guys that can operate to the standard of the play every single play. And then, truthfully, as a coach, everybody's going to ask, Coach, who's with the ones, who's with the twos? Players are going to decide that. The film's going to really decide that. The only way I can do it, and what I really learned throughout my history, is just put the ball down, let guys play. The players in the room know who's getting it done, and then we'll continue to work the guys and build our depth and develop the guys all the way through.
Coach Womack kind of talked about the strides that those freshmen have made. Have you seen that, and how big was the spring?
I think spring, you look at it, it's a process. It really is. Not to give you kind of some coach speak, but it really is. It is really a day at a time. You look at a guy like Jalen Mbakwe, who really has been a really natural athlete coming over from high school playing quarterback. But that's different than really getting those corner reps, especially in the SEC. So time on task, the day in and day out process, the mundane daily work of taking that 6-inch step, putting that offhand jam, where my eyes are, my positioning down the field, how I finish on the ball, how I set edges, all those things we're continuing to build throughout, spring, summer, and now really kind of spring 3, which is training camp. It's the 3rd time they've heard the information. There's a little bit of comfort and familiarity what they're doing now, and now we're looking for production and playmaking and guys that can get it done.
How much of a luxury is it to be able to go against an offense like this that's pretty diverse and very balanced?
I think your development really comes from practice. And we play against ourselves more than we play against anyone else. So, we're trying to find those, like today, a lot of matchups with Ryan Williams and Jalen Mbakwe. What's going to happen with that over time? Those guys are just going to get each other better. There's 2 5-star high-caliber athletes that need the work. They need the daily competition. They need the competitive excellence that occurs over time. You build your foundation through reps, through going through hard things, through the ups and the downs, and continuing to push forward. So that is happening right now. So we're continuing to try to recruit at a high level, bring in high-caliber athletes. Obviously, there's tons of athletes all over the building. And then if you can get those reps and those high-caliber reps against really quality guys, you're going to get yourself game ready and prepared to play on game day.
Is there a target date for when you want to have specific positions on the field, and does that get delayed when you have maybe younger players in the unit?
Sure, I think not to give it. There's soft lines and then there's hard lines. Obviously, we'll go into the game week as we get closer and closer towards the end of training camp with a more settled depth chart. Who's field, who's boundary, who's 1, who 2.
Hold on 1 minute. I just seen something come up on the screen. Let me get the horn for a second. Somebody
Cue the horn. Mary J coming through with the big $50 super chat. Shout out to Mary J. You know what happens when we get $50 super chats, Mary J? You know what happens. I think Mary J is trying to get me in trouble. I think Mary J want to get me in trouble, y'all. But guess what? Guess what? It's Friday, and we don't care. Mary J, this for you, baby. This for you, baby. Huh? What's up? What's up? What's up, Mary? What's up? Hey, hey, whoa. $50 super chat, $50 super chat. Whoa, hey. Hashtag Mary in the chat. Whoa, hashtag Mary in the chat. Whoa, hashtag Mary. In the red room. In the red room. In the... Yeah, let's go, Mary. Appreciate that doggone $50 super chat, Mary. Representing the super AAA family. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Mary in here going crazy. Appreciate that $50 super chat, Mary, and becoming the third co-sponsor of this stream, Mary. Look at you. Look, y'all thought I wasn't gonna act up today. It's Friday. I told y'all we getting back in our bag. We're gonna act up. Mary, appreciate that that $50 super chat. She said Roll Tide and then honor/memory of all my wildlife. Okay. Look, wildlife conservatives, I love them. I like, man, I ain't gonna lie, Mary. I don't know if this is a bad thing to say right now, but my thing is I just enjoy going out and watching nature be nature. So like, I like watching bird fights. I don't know what it is about bird fights. Is that weird to bird fights, like wild bird fights? I don't know what it is about. I'm a doc. Like I watch Animal Planet. Like that's what I watch. 2, 3 in the morning. I'm up watching. If I ain't doing no content, I'm watching Animal Planet. Did my boy Zach? Hold on. He said it's Friday. What's up? What's up? We going back to the red room with it. Bet. I'll meet y'all over there. Meet me over there. Hey. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. Yeah. Y'all try to keep me in the red room. We got a show to do, man. What y'all doing, man? We got a show. Appreciate Zach with the $49.99 super chat. He says Friday. Let's go. Zach, my boy, with the 49. Who else jumping on this train, y'all? Yeah. He said I gotta do a cartwheel, man. If I had space, I would have did a backflip. You know, I'm 6'3", though. This ceiling ain't that tall, but I'm telling you, your boy gotta make it happen. Appreciate that $4.99 super chat. Let me update this banner before we get on into the rest of this segment. I was just about to get into the rest of the interview and break down, let y'all get some feedback on their interview. And I see a $50 super chat. What's wrong? What's wrong with y'all? Oh, are we still going? They said don't stop the beat, Smoot. They said don't stop the beat. Oh my God. Oh my. We're going back to the red room, Dwight. I think I'm gonna go to the red room. Every super chat. Yeah. Thank y'all, man. For real. Gary in the chat. Y'all running it up today, man. Let me add it. Listen. Stop. Y'all trying to act up today. I know it's Friday. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man. Don't make me cry. On a Friday. Come on, y'all. Appreciate the $5 super chat, Gary. Man, everybody pulling up, showing love. Listen, I appreciate it. Y'all just don't know how much this means right now. In this moment, in this transition, in this phase of where our brand is but what we're stepping into, it means a lot to get this type of support. So I appreciate y'all. My boy Dwight said we just want to show you some love, man. I appreciate it, and I feel it. It ain't just because of the super chats. I'm talking about every day we come in here and we have 40 shares on the live stream, 52 shares on the live stream. That's love. I get to see that, those analytics, I get to see that after the stream. And when we have 50 plus shares on the live stream, we may not have 50 people responding to it, but that's 50 opportunities that you all are giving me to be in front of somebody else's eyes and for them to be exposed to what we're doing over here at the Coach Smoot Network. So I really appreciate y'all, man. Yes. And we've already reached our co-sponsor goal of 3. We wanted 3 co-sponsors on the stream today. I appreciate y'all, man. Let me make sure I get everybody in there. Let me get Mary J name on there. Let's get Gary. Let's get the white. Come on, man. And I miss my producer too, y'all. If y'all can't tell, I really miss my Marquita, y'all. Did Jordan just join the party too? Jordan said, "Don't give a piss about nothing but the tire, man." That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Hey, it's time to change the beat up because y'all got me hyped now. Y'all ready? Y'all done came in. Y'all done jumped on somebody. Y'all done stumped somebody out. Talking about is we Georgia fans? Is we Georgia fans? No, am I a Georgia fan? No. Jordan said, "Tell him, Georgia, we don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, that Crimson Tide, baby, the one and only." Yeah, y'all got me hyped now. Let me finish adding this, uploading this banner, updating this banner. I can't even type good. Who want to be a producer? Come on here. I need somebody. Marquita had to go back to work, y'all. They done took my producer. They so jealous. They saw how great she was being here on the Coach Smooth Network, and they pulled her back in office. But it's all good. We're gonna be able to get her out of there. We're gonna be able to get her out of there. Full-time producer for the Coach Smooth Network. That's what I'm talking about, man. AAA family, stand up. I appreciate y'all. Oh man, I done lost my train of thought. What was we on? What was we talking about? Oh, we was talking to Coach Mo, right? We're still talking to Coach Mo? All right. I'm mad that I got this this freeze frame of him like this. I thought everybody was eating the chips. That's that face right there. But so man, y'all got me. I don't even know where to go right now. Y'all got me messed up. Here, back to it. So back to the conversation. I had some notes out here. So first thing I wanted to ask y'all about was Coach Mo's energy. Mo Linguist comes in as the cornerbacks coach, co-defensive coordinator for the Crimson Tide. What do y'all think about his energy? How y'all feeling about his energy? I mean, like, what's your assessment of Coach Mo and the energy he brings to this new era of defense that we're going to see? And knowing that he has the skill set of guys that he's privy to, it makes it a lot more confident. It makes me a lot more confident knowing that he's embodying that energy to make these guys like ego players. You get what I'm saying? Not necessarily ego players, but have a type of swag that makes you believe that you're actually worth being on the Crimson Tide. And he not giving nothing to nobody. My thing is, I'm excited to see that ain't no respected person out there. Deshaun Jones gonna have to come in and work for it, because you got some freshmen who have came through this spring and went through the early processes of learning this new scheme or learning the new nuances of this scheme, right? Learning the nuances of this scheme, and they're going to be ahead of any transfer. They're going to be ahead of anybody that didn't show up for spring ball. You got to give them that opportunity, and to know that these guys are really, really showing out and maintaining that consistency of getting better day by day. This coaching staff is doing nothing but giving me a lot more confidence. So what's y'all assessment? Let me run to the comments and see what y'all say y'all assessment of Coach Mo is. I'm excited about it. To me, Coach Mo is the energetic coach that you want on that defensive side. And I think the linebacker coaches, Coach Kane Womack handling the inside linebackers with his energy. You see Coach Mo, these are intense coaches. Coach Hisler, he'll get after you. A lot of people think he's real laid back and chill, but nah, he'll get after you too. Coach Linguist and Coach Hisler, they work hand in hand in that secondary. And I think primary co-defensive coordinator as far as coverage scheme is probably going to be Coach Hisler. But you got a coach in Coach Mo Linguist, who just last season was the head coach of a Power 5 school, right? No, not a Power 5. He was a D1 school. Buffalo's not Power 5. They're not Power 5. But Coach Mo Linguist was a head coach, defensive minded, defensive experience, has defensive coordinator experience. We just have a staff full of young, experienced coaches that seem to be just ready to prove that they're at that level to compete in probably the most competitive conference, arguably the most competitive conference in the country when it comes to college football. So yeah, we've hit our co-sponsor goal for this show. Let's get back into the rest of Coach Mo Linguist's post-practice interview, and then we're gonna dissect it more as we open up the phone lines after we finish Coach Linguist's interview. Give me a second. Let me find the right banner to put in here. There you go.
As a matter of fact, let's make one for Coach Mo. Is it Linquist? Linquist? Somebody fact check me. Somebody spell check me. Coach Mo Linquist, and we'll run it while y'all spell check me. Somebody give me a spell check.
You look at a game, the reality of it is that we're going to continue to build quality, depth, and reps throughout the season. You know, we're hoping to have really a long year and a long season, and really the depth of what we're going to really have to do down the line it's got to get developed now. It's got to get developed throughout the season. You got to continue to get guys game ready. Sometimes you look at maybe a guy that maybe started off as a fifth guy or a sixth guy. You don't know when that guy may be called upon in the game in October, November, December to make a play or go in for a series or play the entire game. So we're just getting guys game ready. They're nameless and faceless, man. We're just trying to get the room ready. But as we get into game week and as we get closer to that opener, obviously it's going to be a little bit more settled. We anticipate throughout the season playing multiple guys. When you look at the corner room is a lot like the O-line room. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll have a rotation going throughout the season, and we're going to continue to build the depth throughout the year.
Can you talk a little bit about the outside freshman corners? What about Red Morgan, and how much does his versatility help the defense?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're seeing it with Red right now. Got his hand on a couple balls today. Just time on task, reps. I've seen this before. I'm comfortable. You know, you're trying to lower the stress and the anxiety of young players. You're not trying to overwhelm them, but you got to hold them to the standard, because if they're out there, you got to get the job done. So how do we bring them along the right way, make our information clean, concise, and digestible, but also, push the envelope with them, and then let's really see what they can do. So I think you're seeing that happen with Red. He's touching the ball some. His technique is tightening up and getting a little bit cleaner, and we just look to continue to develop the guys throughout the year.
Xavier obviously put himself in a good position to take a lot of reps at A-Day. How has he done? What have you seen from him putting the work in, and what attributes put him in the position as a freshman where you think he...
Yeah, when you look at Xavier, his process, he's a process guy. He is a 9 o'clock last night, we get our team meeting, it's over with. I turn the corner, he's in my office. He's got a really high football character. He eats it up. He wants to get better. It's important to him. He has a really high respect for the game of football, and you protect the things that you respect. You put the work in for the things that you respect. So his process and approach to the game is really good, and I think that's why you see him over and over. He's just in good position. He's where he needs to be. His eyes are in the right place. He knows how to win the pre-snap. He gets aligned correctly. He eliminates the clutter before the snap. He burns his eyes on the right key. He's got really good movements, and he's in the right position to make plays. So I think that's through his process. He does have natural talent, but what I love about him is his attitude and his effort in his process.
He's a year older, right? Or a little bit older than most freshmen.
I think some months older. You still see, what I love, like he came in, I think he was 180 when he came in. He's going into training camp now. He's about 190. He's putting in the work still. He does have a couple months on some of the guys, but he's still a true freshman in the SEC, and I like his process. He's putting in the work the right way, and it's showing off for him.
For Deshaun Jones coming in, what has he brought to the table as a transfer?
Oh man, he's done a great job. His transition, I think this is using the portal in the right way. When we'll get through spring and obviously all the turnover, all the transition, and we knew we were going to have to bring in 1 or 2 more bodies to continue to push for a starting role and push for depth and all the things you push for to make. What are you trying to do with your roster? You're on a 365-day approach to get better. How do we continue to raise the floor? How do we continue to raise the ceiling? How do we bring in high-caliber guys? And when we can bring in a starter, a Power 4 starter, and get him with our group, and an older guy that's been through it, he's had college production, he's played in big-time games, and I love what he's provided. He's a low-ego guy. He's really humble, but he's got an inner confidence about himself, and he executes on the field, and he's really been a great addition to the room.
Talking to a lot of the players throughout the offseason, they talk about authentic relationships that you guys are building. Can you talk about the conscious effort that you guys are pouring into that?
I love my players. I don't know any other way to put it. Listen, I love the game. I love everything about the game of football, what football's done for me in my own personal life. I see myself as a steward of the game, trying to give back. Obviously, I have a job to do here. I take that the utmost seriousness, and I know the responsibilities that I have. But my number one responsibility is to make sure that we raise productive and great men and for society, great fathers, great husbands. I have the guys over. I don't know if you guys see, we cook for them. They love coming over. We cook a little something. They've got the.
Shout out Coach Mo, man. That was a good interview, man. And he really got more in depth. We kind of cut it off, but he got more in depth about how he plans to continue to just continue to build that camaraderie and trust, gain the trust of those players. because you guys got to understand he's only had maybe 6 months with some of these guys, right? 6 months. Some of these guys he's had the knowledge of because they were guys that he was aware of during recruiting in previous years. But he's really he's establishing the foundation of how he wants to set the tone for what his DB room looks like, going forward. The cornerback rooms. So we're going to open the phone lines up and we're going to kind of just digest everything that Coach Mo Link was talked about. He talked really went in depth about the depth chart, getting players ready, quality depth, having players ready, even young guys, giving everybody an opportunity. I think everybody is excited to see everyone get opportunities. I saw Greg Coffey say something about it earlier. How he has, how he's, stressed. And I think that's been a stress across the staff as a whole, that we want to be able to use depth. So we're going to go ahead and open up the phone lines. Go ahead and call in 334-625-1121. We're going to get our phone call segment started in. Y'all go ahead, 256. We got Greg on the line.
Call from
Greg, put me in the game, coach.
To accept, press 1.
Yo, Greg, what's up, my brother? How you feeling this morning?
I'm good. How about you, my brother?
I'm doing good, man. Good to hear from you, man. Look, great reactions from great feels from the defensive staff and player interviews yesterday, if you ask me. So I dive into it, man. Give me your feels about the first 2 days of fall camp.
Well, you can see why we recruit so well, right?
Yeah.
When you listen to those guys talk, especially Coach Mo, I have been so impressed every time he does an interview, man. I mean, this guy knows how to speak. You can tell he was definitely a head coach. He knows what's going on. You can tell he loves his players. And I know our secondary is going to be really young. I get all that. But I think going against our offense every day in practice, or as much as, when they scrimmage or, when they do against each other, they've got to get better. I mean, they're going to get better. They got to get better because you're not going to see as many good, even though everybody thinks our wide receiver group is not all that good. But, I mean, they really are good.
They
don't have a lot of stats. They just don't have a lot of stats. And our DBs will be challenging them, and wide receivers would be challenging each other, so they'll both get better. And we should be ready by game one, I think. Mo Link is a baller of a coach, man. I mean, we're lucky to have him. Oh my gosh, Coach DeBoer knows how to hire people. I mean, I think that's going to be one of his great attributes is he knows how to hire a staff, just like Coach Saban did. I'm just saying.
Hey, Greg, can I interrupt you for a second?
Mm-hmm.
We just got a $65 super chat, man. Hey, I want to know, Greg, since you on the line, would you like to join me in the red room to celebrate this $65 super chat?
What we got to do? Every time I get on, man, I seen that. I'm like, this dude, I want to know what he's making.
Listen.
This dude's got it going on.
Brother, listen, we in the red room with it. I know, we in the red room with it. Hey, shout out Bino jumping up in here with the $65 super chat. You know where it's at. We got to smack. In the red room, where it's at. Hey, in the red room, where it's at. My boy Bino said, great blessings upon AAA family, only up from here. Keep everyone in prayers. Roll Tide. Oh, man, I don't want to take all of Greg call time. We're going to celebrate that with some more Bino.
You can take all the time you need. He got the money. What you got, $165 already?
Man, listen, I don't know how much it is. I just know. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful because only God knows. Only God knows. The real. You get what I'm saying? What's really happening daily to keep this thing going. And I enjoy the process. It gets hard sometimes, but I enjoy the process. So when I do have an opportunity to really let people know how much every piece of support means, every like, every share, every subscribe, every membership join, every super chat, I make sure I don't ever want to lose sight or let that be a second, like a second thought thing. I always want to keep that in the forefront. So even the call-ins, man, you calling in, being dedicated to calling in, but also just enjoying it, man. That's the satisfaction of waking up every day and dialing in and really going all in on pushing to make this brand grow. So again, every super chat, not just Beano's, but every super chat, I appreciate y'all, and everybody that supports the content, supports the brand. I appreciate it, man. So Beano, thank you for that $65 super chat, man. Adding you to the banner now. But go ahead, Greg, man. I appreciate you for letting me have that moment too, bro.
Oh no! Oh wait, I think that's one of the highest ones I've ever seen. It seemed like you rolling today, baby. I don't know what you got it going on.
Man, look, I'm grateful. I'm grateful.
I know, and you always say we know you are, man. You always say that you're humble. You're a humble dude, and we appreciate what you do for all of us that need our content fixed.
It's that Alabama content trap.
This is where it's at, right here.
Where
you
it's
can call
at, man.
in and get your order, get it ready to go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But I've watched some highlights. You watch different people. They got different highlights of practice and stuff. And I seen this Kendrick Law catch yesterday. Oh my God, dude! I'm like, what? It's like, oh my God! And then you see the quarterbacks throwing, man. And I've watched. Even my son was here watching it. Jalen Milroe's footwork looks so much better. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. Thank God. I think he's just going to blow up so much this year. It's going to be crazy.
Man, listen, the thing is that we've been saying this for the longest. People that watch football and know football for what it is. Miro's arm strength, his arm talent has never been a problem. It's never been a problem.
Oh God.
Right? Not even his accuracy. Not even his accuracy. It was his footwork that caused his timing to be off, because you're not stepping, you're not in phase with the concept, right? With your drop back, or you're not dropping back at all, and you're trying to jump and throw the ball over the offensive line and the defensive line in front of you, instead of creating some space between there and give yourself that space for your ball to get some lift off of the release, right? Off your release point. So it's the small things that I see with his footwork that I know are going to affect it in such a great way, man. And everybody thinks Jaden Daniels and Michael Penix had like junior surges. This is Miro's basically his junior year on the field.
Exactly.
So he's going to see a junior surge. Even Bryce Young had a junior surge, and Bryce misses a whole game and still almost produces the same numbers with less talent at the receiver, less experience. I'm gonna say less experience at the wide receiver position during his junior year.
Yeah, Jalen was -1 game last year. He probably could have racked up some stats too. We won't even go on that. I still have an issue with that. But I hope everybody out there noticed how many coaches we had on the field, because now all of our analysts and, whoever we hire can now get in, for our practice. The former DC at Washington is now helping with middle linebackers. Saw him yesterday on there. So now you're getting more coaching. So now you can, even when they're through with their reps, maybe on the side somebody's in the ear, coaching them up and stuff. So they're getting more coaching now than just having 8 or 9 guys out there. Now you got about 20. So I think that's big for college basketball, football. That's gonna, it's an advantage. We're gonna have, we got good analysts too. So that's gonna be another thing that's gonna help everybody get ready.
Oh yeah, 100%. And one thing I want to highlight too. That's something that I have aspirations of doing, Greg. I want to be able to be an off-field, on-field analyst, quality control, something at the next level. Just to continue to build my knowledge of the game, to be around coaches who that's their life, man. I know a lot. I know a lot about the game, but I've never claimed to know everything. And there's things that I learned from other panelists that talk football talk. There are different channels that I watch where I just learn different concepts or different verbiage, different terminology of things that traditionally are starting to the basis of some things in football are starting to change. The approach to how a wide receiver aligns, he releases, everything that all of that is changing, and I have to keep up with this stuff. And I enjoy it, man. I enjoy it. So when you have that much staff around on the field to give you that type of feedback daily, you can't do anything but improve as a player.
Oh, I know. It's a great rule. I'm glad they did that for all the analysts, and now they'll feel more a part of the coaching staff. They can get out there and do some things. instead of just being an analyst and maybe just observing. Now they could actually get out, because most all of them are all coaches anyway. So it's cool, man. I think, I don't know. I know they haven't put on the pads or nothing like that, but man, I love the way some of them really, like Keon Keeley, man, he's really put on some weight, some good weight. The running backs all look really solid and good. The offensive line, some of them is trimmed down some.
Bro.
And, even Proctor. I mean, Proctor's big.
Proctor looks like
so
come on now.
I don't know if he'll ever get under 340.
He's not.
He's just big, but he's moving better. I watched him, like his footwork. He can actually move better now. So, I mean, you can get a 350-pound guy that can really move. Oh my God!
It gets scary. It gets scary, especially when you're in an offense that just loves pulling guards. You know, they love getting offensive linemen tackles. They love getting them tackles, pulling strong side tackles to the backside to clear out blitzing linebackers or seal a small edge on a. I'm telling you, this offense is going to be so extravagant as far as the production because of the size of the offensive linemen. But
yeah, they're still big, but they can move. Yeah,
right, man. What's your feels about Coach Lindquist and his assessment on Xavier Brown? I am so excited to continue to hear even Red Morgan.
I love guys like that. That's a Saban guy right there. That's why they probably wanted him, because those they're just football gym rats.
Yep.
And used to, that's all, because when you go to Alabama, especially back 10 years ago, we had a whole bunch of those guys. They're harder to find now because, kids are just different.
Yeah.
And Alabama, like Minka, all those guys that were just rats, football rats, doing all that extra stuff. Now, I think we still got several of those guys still left. I think the culture of how everybody loves to stay in the facility, especially these morning practices. Now you can do your practice, get cleaned up, do your classwork. You got time for if you have to do some studying, but then you got time to come back to the facility, maybe watch a little game room, get your quick little workout in.
Yep.
Maybe go talk to a coach. So now you got more time. You still can go to bed early and get rest to get up in the morning. So I think the schedule is brilliant. I love this morning practice stuff. Then we can have your show earlier.
Look, it is our show. You said it right the first time. It's our show.
No, it's hot off. It's hot off the press.
Yeah.
We don't have to. You don't have to wait till late in the afternoon, about 6 or 7 o'clock, to do something like that. Unless you want to do 2 shows.
But, we working on it, man. As the resources become available, we definitely pushing for it. I promise you. I
love that other 2027 commit we got. Was it from Viger? See, both those guys we got, they're Alabama homies. They're probably never gonna. I mean, they love Alabama, and I guess we're getting some Alabama players now to make people happy, but. That never bothers me. If you're either good or you can find players that are better somewhere else, I don't really care.
Just get the good ones. Get all of them. If they fit, get them.
Get them all. Get them all.
If
there's some better in another state, you got to go with that. You got to get the best. It doesn't matter where they're from.
Get facts, man. So, Greg, and I'm gonna ask you this last thing and kind of get your thoughts on it. And this is just talking about the secondary. Damani Jackson, we already kind of had a good feel from him from spring ball. Having Deshaun Jones, the transfer from Wake Forest, his name mentioned, didn't hear much, didn't hear King Mac's name mentioned, didn't hear Camp Howard names mentioned, but you heard Deshaun Jones in particular. And we've got to see some of his production. We've got to see some of his highlights from last season. What type of feels are around that, knowing that, he's actually caught the eye, not just as a transfer, but somebody that's come in and is going to be able to be a reliable piece of depth for us early on.
Right. Well, the first thing I heard about him that of course we do, read all your content and your stuff, and I have other people that I either subscribe to, I've had for years. So I started reading about him yesterday or the day before. Several things. Number one, he came in, he's gained a lot of weight and strength, not a lot, but gotten a lot stronger in just 8 weeks being there.
Right.
He's got a lot of experience. He's a great guy, a great locker room dude. He's fit in so well. But I wonder if everybody noticed what Coach Mo said, and I think it's really important that they're going to have a rotation in the secondary, at least, I don't know if it's going to be all year, but with Saban, nobody ever got subbed out. It's going to be your corners, your safeties, and nobody comes in unless you get hurt.
Right.
Or if it goes nickel or dime, but now it's going to be like a rotation. I kind of like that.
I love it.
You're going to get to play, and you can build more depth that way. So if somebody gets hurt, we're like, that's okay. This dude's been playing. He's already got several snaps. I love that, and I think it makes your practice better knowing that, like, if you don't make that first rotation, you're like, well, you're just going to sit until somebody gets hurt or something happens or he gets a blowout or something. But I like that. That's different. That's so different from Saban, where it's you lock down corners and safeties and that's it. Just don't he ain't changing. Now I love that. There's so much things that I love that are different that I think that is more in depth to what people are actually doing today.
Yeah, and
what we were doing.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
our defense. Our defense was so good for a long time, but like when everybody started running, those RPOs and all that stuff, man, our secondary, it was hard for them to communicate. It made it tough. It was hard. I mean, like now I listen to Womack and how they're he explained it so good what they're looking for.
Right.
The DBs, and their vision and how they're, and they look for it in high school. Either you got it or you don't, pretty much. And I'm like, it seems like it's going to be a little easier on them. They can play faster.
Right.
Because used to, when we would match all those, and we may still do a little matching, but we matching all those wide receiver routes. I'm like, man, that's hard. I was like, dang, you got to be thinking about something all the time.
The whole play you're thinking.
When people went in motion and moved it back from one side
Lordy
to the other,
Jesus,
like,
don't do that to us.
Lord.
Don't do that. Don't do that to us.
Golly. I don't even think the NFL plays that way much anymore. I mean, I'm like,
You want to know why? You want to know why? Because
it's probably so freaking hard to do.
It is. You got to think. Offensive minds started simplifying the game instead of trying to keep guys in this geometrical shaped offense, meaning square in, square out, 45-degree slant. Say like 45-degree break on your post route. Like nobody's teaching that no more.
Football. Yeah.
Everybody's pre-snap motion, get guys in space. You got guys gaining 100 passing yards, getting 100 receiving yards a game by running the jet sweep, going in motion in the shotgun, and they're getting the touch pass and the blocking scheme up front. They're getting credit for that as passing yards. And guess what that does? It's an extension of the run game. But it shows, it gives you a misconception. Everybody thinks it does something just on the field. But guess what happens when a team goes and looks at the stat book, at the stat charts, and they say that you got 300-something passing yards in the game and only 105. They're trying to figure out, man, why is this team so pass heavy? And they go in there and they looking at the film, and they're wasting 2 or 3 days on the film trying to figure out, man, what pass plays are they killing us with? Not knowing that 45% of that pass yard is just coming from the jet sweep. Or some variation of it. Right. You get what I'm saying? So that's what that's what offenses did. And when you're able to get the ball out quick in space, you get athletes who aren't able to get touched off the line, right? They can't be touched off the line, and then you get the ball to them quick in space. And out of the 7 athletes in your secondary, if 3 of them are slower linebackers or 4 of them are slow safeties and linebackers, you're at a disadvantage. Trying to contain 3 speed guys or 4 speed guys or a big guy that just outmatches you size and mass. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to defend that when you got so much going on and thinking about. So why not just let your athletes be athletes? Match zone, match read, what they call it, vision coverage is what we'll be seeing a lot from our secondary. And watch how effective these guys play.
Yeah, I guarantee you we're going to get a lot. I mean, I bet you the last 4 years, our defense, 4 or 5 years, last 4 years, I'll say after 2020, I bet we didn't get more than 3 or 4, hardly, maybe 4 interceptions a year. It was low. It was terribly low.
You know what's crazy?
We couldn't get any pressure. We couldn't get any pressure on the quarterback consistently, not enough.
You know what's crazy, Greg? Last year, I think we ended with 7 or 9. I think it was 7 or 9
that was
interceptions.
Probably the most. Yeah, that was probably the most.
And
we had a better defense coordinator.
To me, it wasn't even with the defensive coordinator. It was just happened. Like, I had to go back and really watch last season's highlights to remember when those turnovers came, because the only big ones that I remember, like huge interceptions, was Jalen Keys to start the season off when he baited. He was really beat.
But if you go look at it, he really baited it. I don't think he was fast enough to play underneath like he baited it, but he played it good. The quarterback let it go a little too low, and he baited it real nice. But that one, I remember Caleb Downs' interception. I believe it was against Ole Miss.
Coach, there was a couple that people just threw at maybe the end of the first half or like the end of the game. They got one.
Yeah,
Arion Arnold got one against Auburn that I thought was going to have another touchdown at the very last play.
That definitely was a touchdown too. They hold us.
Yeah, you take about 2 or 3 of those out. We just didn't really produce a lot as far as getting interceptions like we used to back in the good old days.
But also look at how many we dropped. We dropped 4 alone in the Georgia game.
Alone. Yeah, Georgia.
So it's not that we didn't have the guys to do it. It's just when you're thinking so much and you want to see what I'm going to love seeing about Malachi Moore, because last year, if Malachi Moore was playing free safety in this vision coverage scheme that we're going to see from our defense now, that pick he drops against Georgia, he's not dropping that because he's already pre-snap bracketing the inside release on the hashes. That's what the concept. And I'm not saying that's what they're being taught, but generally, being that one high safety, you're bracketing the inside release on the hashes. You got over the top deep third, bracketing inside release on hashes. That's usually what you have. Your corners are going to be on the island. Your inside safeties, which what we have is 2 walk down safeties. Grover and Husky, they're going to be, bracketing to force guys inside, secure, allowing the boundaries to keep their boundary covered. I mean, that's the basic concept of it. So as the safety, Malachi Moore would have been trying to play over top for the outside guy. That's his responsibility. Them outside guys know their responsibility. They release inside and get out, deep third on the outside, and that's going to be so effective for our secondary, especially a bunch of young, talented guys. But yeah, Greg, man, it's always nice dialoguing with you. Anything you want to say to the fan before I let you up off the line, brother?
Oh no, just everybody have a good day, and can't wait to watch. I can't wait to watch all the press conferences and stuff, and get different people's opinion on day 3, and pray that nobody gets hurt.
Facts, and that's that's one thing I was going to say before you got off. Let's just keep thanking God for no injuries in fall practice. Every practice we get by with no injuries or no nicks or anything. I look, we got to make sure we acknowledge that. Ain't no holding back from that. We gotta be grateful for that. I mean,
every great team that wins it or has great success, you usually have you're lucky on the injury part.
Yep, a healthy spring, a healthy fall.
Saban's first few years, man, nobody ever got hurt, hardly ever.
You remember that? and then we went through that phase. And then we went through that phase of Scott Cochran ACL season.
Gosh.
I mean, like 6 people tore their ACL in a matter of 2 years at Bama.
I know it was.
And then he shows up during spring, and Jalen Hill has a leg injury.
I know it. The day he was there.
The day he was, mind you, I don't know if you was on the live when I was on the other channel, but we literally reported it. We was like, just seen Scott Cochran, posted the picture and everything.
Yeah, I remember you and your boy.
Yeah.
Y'all doing that.
Yeah, and then
it reminds me. I saw some of your old places. I ran across more. I'm not going to name them. You know who I'm talking about. Your last 2 places. I'm just like, man, their show is lame.
Man, stop, Greg.
I can't even watch it.
Stop, Greg. You know what, man?
I can't even watch it. It's so terrible.
Greg, I'm
just like, golly.
I'm gonna say this publicly, Greg. I wish them guys nothing but the best. But
I know you do.
But my thing is, I know my value, and I know what type of effort and work I put into this.
You made their show so much better.
It's like the effort, bro.
And they don't have call-in shows, I don't guess. I mean, one of them, the Blanktard, I know they don't. And Kyle Poopy on, Tubi, I don't even know if he does it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the way he says Alabama. You ever notice that?
Stop. I'm hanging up on you.
It's Alabama. I'm like, what the?
I'm hanging up on Greg. Y'all, Greg acting up. See, and then
I'm not trying to stir the pot. They gonna
act up with you. It's bad enough that you acting up, but then they gonna be in the chat acting up with you. But look, man.
I know. I loved it the other day. He was on vacation. He's trying to copycat you. He was playing a season with Bama, and he got beat by Oregon. Me and my son were watching. I'm like, oh my God, he's terrible, terrible. It was fun.
Yeah.
I said, man, Sloop would have already had a season 1. He done blowed them all
Oh
out.
man,
My son, I said, Smoot before the day was like a professional gamer.
bro.
Like hit the broke and throws down. I said, but Kyle, man, like he got like on his last drive to try to either tie or go ahead. He had like, on the new game, if you take too long, my son was like, what's he doing? Because my son's got it too. He's like, he's taking forever to call plays, like, offside, false start, 3 times in a row. And he
Come
lost.
on,
And
Greg.
I was just like, oh my God.
Greg, all right, man. Look, I gave you way too long to get that ran out. What you want to say to the family? Other than that, what you want to say to the family?
So I just got to say something positive. Everybody thinks I'm a hater. I just can't wait. We got, 4 more Saturdays? And it's going to be 4 more Saturdays, so everybody else is going to have to shut up.
Yeah.
All those other SECs, because we're going to kick everybody's ass.
Yes, we are.
We're going to kick some ass.
Yes, we are.
That's Zach. I know he wasn't the first caller. I went ahead and throw my kick y'all ass, my little tune that I love. If you ever watch Bruce Arians' documentary when he was at Mississippi State, that coach, he'd always sing that. We're going to kick somebody's ass.
Oh, man.
I
Yeah.
love that shit.
Greg done act up all the way this morning, y'all. I'm almost in
I had too
tears
much
over here.
coffee this morning. I had 2 extra large Dunkins. That's not
Ooh,
good.
that sounds good.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, you know what? When we take our top of the hour break, I'm gonna run and go get me some coffee from up front because I think my little sister made some. So we'll go get me some on our top of the hour break. But
I
Greg,
gotta have it. I gotta have my content hit. I gotta have my coffee hit.
I feel
Gotta
you, big
have
dog.
I can't survive.
Great.
But no, I appreciate the family. I love that you do a call-in show, and it's good to. I love it because everybody, the fan, everybody on your show and stuff, and everybody that does comments. You're not dealing with a bunch of dummies. You know what I'm saying? They know football, so you're like, oh yeah, man, this is good. So you learn something, and you get a little tidbit every day. Like somebody like. I was at a thing the other day with my wife, and we was eating at a place, and this guy was like, man, I wish Auburn, he's an Auburn fan. He's like, I wish we'd get a good coach. I'm like, yeah, you're right. But like, I know more about Auburn than he does, and that's usually how it is. And I'm just like, I'm so ashamed of y'all.
That's what
you don't know
most
blank
SE
about
fans.
your team. I know more about. I was asking about Cam Cameron. He goes, who? I go, really? I'm like, never mind. I don't even want to talk to you because you can't even talk smack with me. So I'm like, whatever. That's how a bunch of them are. That's all of them are.
A lot of the team SEC fans, they're all just
They have
like
no idea.
a lot of them. They just don't know about their team. They usually, and this is because you grow up in it, right? You have family that's Alabama fan or Auburn fan, so naturally you cheer for them that one time a year, and then as you get older and have to be accountable for what you say, right? And you get a different vibe around it. You know what I'm saying? It's a different vibe. So. But yeah, man, let me get up off here and get somebody else on the line. Greg, you done went crazy today. I appreciate you, brother.
I'm sorry. I apologize. It's Freaky Friday. So.
Freaky Friday. You already know how we do, man.
Freaky Friday football. Freaky Football Friday.
Freaky Football Fridays. I think that's what we'll do. Freaky Football Fridays. We'll start cranking up. And it's the
triple F on the triple F on the triple A.
Oh, yes. Hey, sticker. Hey, if y'all like the triple F emoji available for my members in the chat. Hey, put 3 F's in the chat. Hashtag triple F in the chat. We're going to get that triple F emoji created if we get enough triple F hashtags in the chat. Hashtag triple F emoji in the chat, man. Freaky Football Fridays. That's what we working with. All right, Greg, I'm going to catch up with you, brother.
All right, brother.
All right, roll tide.
Appreciate it. Love everybody. Roll tide.
Yes, sir. I love when Greg get on, man. He is not. Greg do not care, man. Greg is the one. When we start playing beer pong, we're going to have to put the doggone muzzle on him and sit him off to the side. Well, as a matter of fact, Greg don't drink, so it's just natural. We ain't going to be able to stop him. He just get crazy. He get crazy. That's what we need. A few of those, though. We need a few of those. I ain't seen my twin in a few days. If y'all see my twin, y'all tell Nicole, Coach Smoot looking for her. Her twin is looking for her, and she needs to be present and accounted for. We got Zach on the line, y'all.
Call from
Zachary put me in the game.
Yo, Zach, what's good? You in the game, my boy? How you feeling this Friday morning?
I'm feeling good, Coach Smoot. I had to add a little extra tidbit when I called in, when I said my name and put me in the game, Coach, because it's Friday.
Look, I didn't even get to hear it because, it'll time out on you if I wait too long to answer.
Right.
But that's what's up. Zach coming in with the energy, man. Everybody coming in with the energy today. It's Friday. I feel like it's been a few Fridays since we felt this good. I don't know what it is about this Friday. Well, actually, I do know what it is. College football's back. College football's freaking back. That's what it is. We know. We only got 3 more of these, and the next time, after that third one, when we wake up, it'll be kickoff.
Oh yeah.
What you want to talk about today, Zach? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. You had me two-stepping when when the super chats were rolling in. You had me two-stepping.
Look, I try to bring the beats, man. We try to keep the vibes up over here on the Coach Swoop Network, man. Y'all AAA family, y'all make it easy, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you feeling about yesterday's reports and post-practice reports, man? We're gonna let you talk. We're gonna try to focus on just the defensive side and Coach Mo Linquist and his reports on the secondary. I know that's a conversation me and you have had a lot about with wondering who's going to be out there in the as a starters for the first group. But just hearing from Coach Mo Linquist, what did you get? What was your takeaways from it? Let's dive into it.
I think he has his lineup, but he wasn't. He gave his hints without giving it away.
Mm-hmm.
What I got from it, and so I think he has some people in mind, and I think he was mostly talking about the corners. That's why you didn't hear King Mack and the other guy's name.
True.
He was talking about the corners. He didn't talk about the safety. So I believe that's why he didn't mention their names. And who knows? They might not have gotten the scheme down yet. I don't know. But just going off from what I've seen in his interview, that's what I got from it.
Right. And now that you say that, I think you right on. You hit it right on the head. Because I didn't even consider that. I forgot that King Mack was going to be playing safety. And what's crazy is Mack can play corner. He definitely could walk down and play that nickel corner. But to know that he's being added to that safety depth, that just gives me more confidence. And I'm curious to see where he fits into the scheme early in this season, because like Greg was able to highlight, and I was going to highlight myself, was the focus and the distinct referencing of using the depth. That's something huge. That like we've been saying, we haven't seen that in a long time. And we know, like last season, we definitely could have benefited from using a lot of quality depth that we had with the young talent. You look at Christian's story, we had him, a veteran guy that could have provided some quality depth when Jalen Key was struggling. You had Devontae Smith, who ended up getting healthy and could have been quality depth. Earl Little, Trey Amos could have had a lot more reps than what he was given, especially in a lot of pass-heavy teams when, Kool-Aid should have been stuck on the boundary instead of trying to follow or go in motion. You got a guy like Trey Amos, Terry Arnold, all those guys that were in that secondary room. We had a lot of talent in the secondary room. Antonio Kite is somebody that last year, before seeing his film at Auburn, from the spring game, he looks horrible at Auburn. But I feel like last year, the way he was performing in those pickup minutes, I think he would have had some success. So depth is definitely something that I'm excited to hear about.
Right. And I'm glad that this coaching staff is going to do it based off a rotational thing. That way, our starters don't get too beat up and too worn down by the time the end of the season gets here and playoff season gets here. That way, they'll still be fresh and have something in the tank, to
Right.
give their best effort. And so, but yeah, and I'm just excited for the season because, it, like you said, 3 more Fridays and then we wake up and it'll be kickoff, and I'm excited. I'm ready for this season to prove everybody wrong because we're coming.
Exactly, Zach. Exactly. And I'm excited. I think I'm more excited because of the simple fact, Zach, that people just don't. They just refuse to pick up a book or open up a link and look at a roster. You get what I'm saying? Or you get what I'm saying? If they looked at our roster and did just a little bit of research on maybe the first 2 players in each position at the depth chart, you're going to find a top 50 rated player at just about every position that out of that class. They're either top 50, top 100 rated. They're top 50 in their state or they're top 100, top 150 in the nation currently on the roster. And I'm not talking about the walk-ons. I'm talking about guys, scholarship players. And we have a full roster of scholarship players that have talent. So to think that a guy like Coach Kalen DeBoer and a guy like Coach Kane Womack and a guy like Nick Sheridan can't handle the responsibility of allowing these guys to be successful and win games, that is crazy. That's outlandish. Another thought, Zach. Xavier Brown. The reports on Xavier Brown. I mean, you know, I've been high on this guy. Everybody you talk to, I'm not going to claim like I just knew. It's everybody you talk to. All you do is turn the film on. And then, I don't know what the reporter was trying to get at by saying, isn't he a little bit older? He's still a freshman in college. He's a freshman at the University of Alabama. It doesn't matter if he was a 19-year-old freshman and failed a grade in school and came out later. Like, it doesn't matter. He's still a freshman. When it comes to that field, the experience matters. And for him to be able to display and gain the confidence of his coaching staff, I think that's great news for him being a true freshman. What's your thoughts on Xavier Brown, the reports on Xavier Brown?
I agree with you, Coach Smoot. And he might be young at the college level, but he's ready. He's ready like Caleb Downs was last year, and I think he's going to do great things for us. He might not have the kind of season that Caleb had, but I believe he's going to do good things for us and make his reps productive, and have productive, positive reps. Will there be games where he struggles a little bit? Yeah, there will, like the Georgia game, but I still think that this defense is talented enough to overcome those mistakes those slip-ups.
Right. And I think you just giving yourself space to just provide, like he said, quality depth, continue to give guys experience, and you're going to really find out who's trying to really be on the field. You're going to find out who's really trying to be on the field. And that's an easy way to do it. You let guys do what they've been doing their whole life to get to this point, right? You don't make it more. More complicated for them, right? By making it a complex defense that doesn't really provide them many opportunities to be successful. You don't do that. You set them up for success by simplifying it and providing opportunities for guys to fly around and be athletes. That's all you want. That's all you want for young guys like that. And so me personally, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna stand by this. A lot of people are scared to say this. Coach Saban's scheme was great, but for this day and age of college football and what it entails at the college level, I feel like Coach Saban's scheme will work perfect at the NFL level. I think it's an NFL scheme. If you look at a lot of the bases and a lot of the nuances of it and some of the concepts, all of the concepts behind it, you don't see a lot of cover 7 at the college level. You don't see a lot of coordinators running cover 7 or mixed coverage on at the college level.
You see design, you see stunts, you see all that. You might see a robber safety walk down after giving the cover through pre-snap alignment. You might key a bracket coverage within the zone, but you won't see much of that dual man zone coverage like we would try to cut the field and have with Coach Saban. You won't see much of that. Requires a lot of thinking on the fly.
And I'm going to say this. I believe that's what hurt Will Anderson his junior year in his production. That along with, what Pete Golden, his play calling style, but Coach Saban's defense, the complexity of it, and the misuse of Will Anderson, putting him in bad positions to where he wasn't able to succeed. And it didn't hurt him as far as his draft stock because he was a talented player, but that his last season at Alabama, it hurt him in his production.
Man, you know what? And I said this even with Dallas Turner last year. I think he benefited more from not having to deal with that type of coverage, because I really feel like Kevin Steele had his hands on the defense a lot more last year than people want to give him credit for. And the year before, you could tell when Coach Saban took over because he played everything so safe and depended on guys to just kind of outsmart the offense. But in this day and age, it's hard to when they're moving fast with simple things. Right. They're moving fast with simple things. So yeah, I'm gonna be confident in this new scheme. It wasn't that I wasn't before, but to know that the young guys like Xavier Brown, the young guys like Zay Mincy, Jalen Mbakwe, the type of hype that he's getting now, the type of recognition he's getting coming out of the spring, that does me so good with my confidence level with the depth and knowing that we're actually going to see these guys in meaningful game time, man. That's what he's hinting towards, and that's great. That's great. We got a longer season this year. I'm going to love looking at that stat sheet and seeing that, a guy like Jalen Mbakwe got 12 snaps this game. A guy like Dre Kirkpatrick Jr. got 3 snaps, because we had to go in the dime package and one of the safeties was, needed a breather or something. And he got to go on for 3 snaps. I'm going to love seeing that in meaningful playing time too.
Right.
Right. And then, so the games where we blowing teams out, it is nothing for guys who aren't starters, who aren't the 2s or 1A, 1B guys. It's nothing for them to go ahead and go out in the third quarter and already be warmed up, have an idea what's going on in the game. And that's when you have seasons where your team can go into cupcake games and have shutouts because everybody on that defense is ready. Everybody on that offense is ready. They've already got reps. They're Ty Simpson and cleats ain't clean. They're not slick on the bottom because the only time he touched the field was doing warm-ups, So I can't wait to see how this pans out for our team. Zach, you already know what time it is, man, before we get off the line.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what time it is. I think the chat knows what time it is. It's Friday. This is the Coach Smook morning show. Not the call-in show, but the morning show. Meaning when we have the morning show, that means we have a set schedule and how we do things, right? And coming up on the half hour mark, before we go into that, we got to let my boy Zach do his thing, and I hope y'all can't hear them mowing the grass outside. Can y'all hear the lawnmower? Please say no. Please say no. But without further ado, y'all, the one and only coming to the stage. And we're going to go to the red room for this one today. Zach, we actually going to the red room for you today. Hold on. Let me get to the red room. Let's go to the red room. Coming to the stage, chat. The one, the only, Mr. Zach Wilches.
Hey, it's Friday, and we gonna party because it's Friday. Hey, it's the weekend. We gonna put up for the weekend.
What?
Hey, it's Friday. We gonna put up for the weekend.
Yeah.
Hey, we putting up because it's Friday. Hey.
What? That's it, Zach. Don't get me hyped like that in the red room and then turn me down like that. I think everybody felt
okay. Hey, we gonna party because it's Friday. Hey, it's the weekend. Hey.
That's what's up, Zach, man. Zach always turn us up, man. I appreciate that, Zach. Look, everybody said, hey, it's Friday. Look, we ain't even need no song today. We just want the freestyle. It's Friday, Freestyle Friday. What Freaky Football Fridays. That's what we're going to call this show. We're going to start calling this show Freaky Football Fridays because you don't know what's going to happen on the phone call a lot, especially when my boys Greg and Zach call in. Zach, I appreciate you for calling in, man. You already know, boy.
Yes, sir. Roll Tide, Coach.
Anything?
Hey, I did get in contact with my family. They didn't have anything available in Tuscaloosa. They did have properties available, but is an hour away from campus, and I was looking out for you. I didn't want you to have to rush and, driving this crazy traffic, for an hour,
Yeah, I got you, man. We'll talk about it, man. We got some things in motion, but I appreciate you, Zach, 100%. Hello? Zach, you hung up on me? He ain't even say bye. He must be your phone. You must losing service. I think
we'll see you later, Coach Smoot.
All right, brother.
All right, bye.
His phone was cutting out. I couldn't hear him. At first, y'all. Couldn't hear him. I thought my boy hung up on me, but nah, he was there. Just had a little reception issue. But shout out to everybody in the chat, y'all. We're going to take a break for our first call-in segment, and we're going to jump into the second part after we get back from our little infomercial break. And y'all, when we come back, we're going to put out some more information in regards to the tailgate event. Like I said, today is the last day. Today's the last day to catch them at that price, y'all. This is the last day. So if you're really trying to come to the tailgate event, you can purchase the ticket today at the price that it is today. I'm telling you right now, you want to, and it's almost noon. You got 20 minutes to really change it. Like I'm just saying, take advantage right now if you want to get that ticket. The greatest show on earth. Hey, Tony, I appreciate that. Oh, and listen, I see y'all got questions, and I'm not scared to discuss this on live. I think more people need to be educated about this. So, super chats, they don't take a percentage of every super chat that you send. They take a percentage off of what we make at the end of the month off of our super chats. Okay, so it's not every super chat they take in 30%. It's basically if I make $100 at the end of the month, they're going to take, 8-point-some% of that towards every week's worth of super chat. So however it works out. But because I'm partnered with YouTube, the percentage is way less than it is for an affiliate. So you got a lot of people out here that's streaming. They can't get super chats the way I get super chats because they're not partnered. And we have all of our access levels available because of you guys subscribing. And our numbers, our analytics are hitting percentages that we're getting performance bonuses because of what you all are doing. So your money's not being wasted if you're buying super chats. I encourage super chats because that helps also with algorithm. Y'all know I don't beg for them. That's why we acknowledge everybody. We try to randomly make it fun, to want to support monetarily. This is something that I plan to do full time for the foreseeable future because it's something that I feel like it can really set up some things, not just live streaming, like content production, information production, like media outlet, media personality. That's something that I've always aspired to do, just didn't know that it had a name for it. And we're doing it. And this is how it starts. A lot of the ESPNs and Pat McAfee started just like this. And so I'm trusting the process. But your support is definitely needed and is greatly appreciated. So I appreciate you all for super chats. And for the ones that do Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, yes, those are direct. They're easier to handle. And they're really appreciated, being that, you only get paid out once a month with YouTube. And as we set up other revenues of income to support not just the channel, but my day-to-day living, those are very helpful. So I greatly appreciate those. That's why I made sure to put donations in the banner too, because all of it works together to keep the network running. And I appreciate it. I don't take it for granted. And a lot of you all have been privy to what we deal with on a day-to-day. And you see how much work it requires. So I put my all into this, and to feel like that my work is bringing me some type of compensation, because when we work, we all want some type of reward. And the benefit of seeing you all enjoy it, that's great. But also to see the benefits of the revenue that it produces is awesome. And I'm also setting up a mentorship program to help content creators, people who want to try to start establishing some content. I haven't made it, but I have the tools that are getting us there. That are getting us there. And it's not just about live content. It's about network. It's about branding. It's about all these things that get your brand and what you're trying to do as far as gain your exposure, helps you get out there and get past what you think. See, because a lot of people think it's only about YouTube. I'm not only on YouTube. I'm on Kick. I'm on Twitch. I'm on other sites. And every time I'm live, my viewership is continuing to grow because we're sharing content, whether it's content about football, gaming, fitness. We do financial stuff. We do Forex trading, all of this stuff. We do all of this stuff over here at the Coach Smoot Network. It's just about, creating value for it and allowing it to be what it's going to be. So I appreciate y'all. And thank y'all for the super chat train, man. We're going to start doing more super chat trains. I think it's fun when you can do the super chat train, get those blue icons. I think blue is the way to go. It's the cheapest, and it's just fun, man. I think everybody likes getting on that banner. It's something different when you see your name at the bottom of on that banner. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care what y'all say. It does something with your name. I don't know. If you see your name at the bottom of that banner and it makes you feel like a little bit more pride, make you want to stick your chest out a little bit more, put a AAA emoji in the chat, or put some fire in the chat. Put something in the chat, because I want to acknowledge you. Past that, I mean, that's how much it means to me. I can make the whole show about y'all. Honestly. I'm for real. I can make the whole show about y'all, because that's how grateful I am. And y'all know me. I don't beg for nothing. I'm only going to ask for help when I need help. And the ones that's in my circle, y'all know how it is. Y'all know how I am. So I appreciate y'all's support. And while y'all here, take a moment to share the stream. If you haven't liked the stream already, go ahead and like it right now and share it also. Share it again. We want to take 20 seconds to share the stream. And when you share it on a different platform, I want y'all to put some type of comment with it. Put some type of comment with it. Tune into the Coach Smoot Morning Show, hottest call-in show on the network, right? Check out Coach KD's tweet. Oh, yeah, that's some motivation. Look at you, Mary. Look at you. I literally have it pulled up in the background. So when we come back from our infomercial break, I'm gonna put that up for us so we can look at it. Man, y'all just wait. So without further ado, if you're not a member of the AAA family, this is how you do it. Then following that up is the thank you for being a AAA member, and then the merchandise launch commercial. We're going to jump into it. So like, share, subscribe, and while you're here during this infomercial, take a moment to share the stream on your major social media platforms. Here we go, taking it away. How you become a member of the AAA family.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smoot Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family and earning your birth certificate, as we like to call it. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities.
please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. First of all, I just want to say thank you for joining the AAA family. By doing so, you have committed to supporting this channel monetarily, and for that, I could not thank you enough. I'm glad that you saw fit to contribute to the growth of this network, and because of that, you will have access to all the behind-the-scenes content that we're going to be placing on this channel, backstage access to all the vlogs, VODs. We got all types of content. You will have access, early access to it. Also, any event that you see come out with outside with Coach Smook or anything sponsored or partnered with Coach Smook will be preferred, and we will all make sure that we're all taken care of. This community is going to continue to grow. Don't miss out on any opportunities to network. We have other content creators. We have business owners. We got entrepreneurs. This is Coach Smook Network because we believe in networking. We want to uplift the community. So thank you for contributing to helping that mission, seeing that goal. And that's really what we're here for, right? We're here to uplift and continue to grow. So thank you for all your contributions and welcome to the family. AAA SOS. Did somebody say put me in the game? The time has finally come. Here at the Coach Smook Network, we are officially launching our first merchandise line. We will have a lineup of t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies available, with more items to come in the future. The way you can find these items is by simply going to the YouTube page, clicking on the links, and you will see the Coach Smook Network merchandise link below. Or during our live stream, type in the chat !merch, and you will see the link come up. And from that website, you can purchase all the variety of merchandise that we have available. So between now and August 31st, you will have a chance to receive a 15% discount on all merchandise available. Don't wait too long. Don't wait until it gets close to the end. Coach Smook Network is growing fast, and I'm glad to be a part of what we're building here. Thank you for your support, and go get your merch, man. Let's go, baby. I'm feeling it today. It's Friday. Y'all in here with the energy. We got some energy for everything today. We got a few announcements real quick before we dive back into our topics and our call-in segment. Man, I've been having fun doing this, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. Y'all been making this, like, I be tired, but I've been having fun because when I show up, y'all show out. And I love that about our community. But real quick, before we jump back into it, I'm gonna pull up this link one more time, and one of my senior mods, if you could just go ahead and drop it, !events in the chat. Be on the lookout for the next event, y'all, which is the VIP tailgate party hosted by the Tailgate Party Committee. Again, these are my brothers. They run this organization, and they've been doing this for some years now. They have been we've been fortunate enough for them to host us as a VIP group, and we have these tickets on sale right now. And I'm telling you right now, if you want to be a part of this event, if you want to get in here and be a part of this event, you want to take advantage of getting these tickets right now at this price. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up right now. Here we go. Where's my screen share? Here we go. So we're gonna screen share that. Boom. And yeah, so Coach Smook Tailgate Party Saturday, September 28th, is hosted by the Tailgate Party Committee. I know y'all see the $30 to $80. It's not no $30 tickets no more, and you actually have about 10 minutes to enjoy the $80 tickets. All right.
Gonna have about 10 minutes to enjoy the $80 tickets. So for all my $80 ticket purchases, you basically saving $10, and then the other ones are going to be saving. The ticket purchases from today forward will not come with the Coach Smook Network t-shirt. I need everybody to listen. The ticket prices today, the purchases for today for the tailgate event will not come with the Coach Smook tailgate t-shirt. We hit our ticket total, our ticket price sale, 25. We had 25 that we hit yesterday. So we're doing 25 shirts. Thank you to everybody that's purchased all those custom shirts. I think we got 14 custom shirts that we got to do. 14 custom shirts, and the other 11 were the regular shirts, but they will be we'll start production of those next Friday. The new tickets, that's just your access, your entry. It's gonna have food, drink available up until kickoff. The bar stays open through the game. But we will have our own little area. We'll have little stuff that we're gonna have fun, end up doing it. So yeah, shout out to y'all, man. And what's up? Hold up, time out. Did I see another one come on the screen? Shout out to Crimson Blood 22 with the 199 super chat joining. The co-sponsors of today's stream with the 199 super chat. And shout out to Crimson Blood again too. I forgot to put it in the chat for his donation, his direct donation to Cash App earlier today, even before we came on stream. And he's been a consistent donor for the channel. Thank you, Crimson Blood 22, for what you do for the Coach Smoot Network, man. I really appreciate you for that 199 super chat, man. I appreciate you 100%, and it's updated in the banner. Thank you, brother. 100% roll tide. Hashtag super chats in the chat. Hashtag super chats in the chat, because y'all really going crazy today. But yeah, go check out that event, eventbrite.com. Type in Coach Smoot, location Tuscaloosa, and this is the ticket link. Like I said, we got about 8 minutes, 7 minutes now before that ticket price is going to change. And y'all, I'm telling y'all missing out. And then don't forget the merch lineup, man. Y'all seen it earlier. Don't forget you got the opportunity to enjoy the 15% off for all items right now. 15% off on all items. Y'all go check out all those items, man. It's some cool merch on there. It's some cool merch on there. I'm telling y'all, this hoodie right here, I think a lot of the Georgia fans probably gonna get that one. That look like a Georgia hoodie, but y'all know what it represents. That authenticity above all. And I want y'all to remember, when we're doing our merch sales, we're not just Bama branded. We're gonna have Bama color waves, but we're not just Bama branded. This is for the fan community. We're a fan community. We just so happen to be predominantly Bama fans. You get what I'm saying? That's what it is. But I want y'all to enjoy those moments, man. I love what we're doing here at the Coach Smoot Network. Y'all are really making this easy to enjoy and support. So as we get ready to dive back into the topic of conversation, y'all, I did want to show y'all something pretty cool. Where is it at? We got a few reactions that we want to provide real quick. Want to provide a few reactions real quick. So check this out. I'm gonna share this. Come on, pull it up. All right, let me see. Here we go. Add that to the stage. Boom. All right. That's definitely not the right page. Oh, here it is, right here. Here we go. So we got this. This is Coach KD just retweeted this, right? Coach Kalen DeBoer just retweeted this, and this is the strength and conditioning coach out here getting the boys ready for practice. Let's see what the sounds from practice sound like.
It's why you came here. Right. This is part of the reason. You gotta cry through this. Everybody's done it that's wore those jerseys. It's hot. It's humid. We don't give a. It's about toughness and speed. Not looking for a way out. Nobody's looking for a way out. Baby Jack team ready. Baby Jack team ready. Next time.
Let's go. All right, coach. Hey, that's the strength and conditioning coach, Matt Ballou. I think that's his name, right? Is it Matt Ballou or Dave Ballou? I can't remember his name. Man, that song got me hype.
Hey, come on now. Come on. He look, hey, and they be in there getting jacked, bro. They be in there getting jacked. My boy JB718 coming through with the 1999 super chat. Support the AAA all day. JB, my boy, joining the co-sponsors of today's stream, man. Y'all going crazy today, man. Fridays, look, I love y'all. Y'all just making it. I would be a fool to say I don't love the fact that I'm making some money today. We making some money today, thanks to y'all. It's y'all, not me. It's y'all. I'm grateful, y'all. I'm grateful. Thank y'all so much. Y'all really have been a strong support, man. Hey, Ebony, she said that dude was. They said Scott Cochran 4.5. You know what? Let's not do that. We don't need another Scott Cochran. I like David. I like David Ballou. I love David. My boy Piano Man said, "Put me in the game." Oh, it's coming. It's coming because we about to open the phone lines up again. I want y'all to check this out too. Yeah, me too. That's the energy you need on the sideline. That's the type of energy we need on the sideline. Look at all these members in here. Southern Red, Susan Thomas. I'm seeing the icons now that tell like your level of membership. So I guess I'm going to be editing these too because I want y'all to be distinct. Like I want VIP members to know that they VIP. I want AA, AAA. We're going to work on that too. My boy said in a good way. Yeah, we good. We good. Yeah. All right, look. As long as you meant like the good way, Scott Cochran. We don't need that Scott Cochran or, get well, my boy, who is this? Okay. Y'all heard the rumors about Jackson Dart getting tearing this ACL? That might be a good thing for the Ole Miss though. I like the guy that's behind him. I ain't gonna lie. What's up, Roll Tide, Ebony? I'm not gonna put your comment on the screen, Antoine, but you funny. You funny. What's up, Ebony? Ebony, your boy out there getting coached up by Q-Rob. I saw that clip too. I seen my brother posted it last night. Coaching up Q-Rob out there coaching up Noah Carter, man. That was a good little vibe. Let me see. Can I pull that one up too? Yeah, we'll pull it up. And Noah looked like a little man out there right now, bro. Like, has he put on weight since I saw him in April? Has he put on weight since I saw him in April, Ebony? I'm pretty sure he has. Maybe it's just the pads. Maybe it's the pads. It's the pads. It's got to be the pads because he didn't. I don't remember him being this frame. That's Q-Rob right there, and number 34. Look at Noah next to Q-Rob, y'all. Look at Noah next to Q-Rob. That's Noah at 24. You see Q-Rob at 34. And Noah's a true freshman. Let's watch when he step away. Look at his legs, man. He put on a lot of weight, bro. And you could tell, you could tell the difference in definition and maturity, right? But the size, his long arms. This is one thing I said about Noah Carter. His arms, look at how long his arms are. Just even during this drill. And this is going to be something that he's going to have to really work. Being a long arm guy, you're not used to having to get up in that type of gap contain type, that hand placement. You used to being able to use that, but he's adding to his repertoire right now. I like to see this. And then for Q-Rob to be dedicated to working, giving that extra work as a player, as a teammate, and then Christian Robinson come in and kind of coach him up, secondary. That's awesome to me, bro. That's the type of stuff you want to see from practice. I'm loving it, man. I love hearing the Bama aggressiveness continues. Want to see more of it. 100% Southern Red. 100%. I want to do a reaction real quick, y'all. I want to do a reaction to something, and this is something that we've been waiting on. And so because I want to do a reaction to it, I'm going to put it on the screen. And this is going to be a cut. This is going to be a cut that we're going to be working on. So y'all see it. Yeah. Y'all see it. It comes out today. It comes out today. It comes out today. And why is my screen scrolling? I want to move slow today. The Lank documentary premiere is today. Let's do a live reaction to it. We're going to do a live reaction to it. Let me see if I can get this layout to look a little bit better. Boom. We can rock with that one. Pull you off the stage there, Red Room Smook. And we'll go from here. Boom. Let's run it. Uh-oh, hold on. I got to pull the audio back. My fault, y'all. Let me pull the audio. My boy T.A. Terry Arnold, that's my dude, boy. I remember seeing him at that Tennessee game. That was so funny. He was like, "Nuh-uh, we got to go over here. You can't be taller than me." I had him by like a good 1.5 inches. Here we go. Let's get to it.
Hey, man. Like I've been saying all season, and we're going to keep saying, man. Let all naysayers know, man. Lank.
It's his own branded apparel reading Lank across the front. It's an acronym that stands for Let a Naysayer Know.
Let a naysayer know.
J Mill, that's my Lank brother.
Something we built throughout the offseason. You know, there's a lot of doubt that took place.
Texas is 2-0. Not going to see anything more than that.
And there's a lot of things that, you know, took place. And so that was one thing. We came together as one group, one unit to try to think of a motto.
There is all kind of negative rat poison, as I call it, you know, out there about this team.
But it really started off like, hey, man, when I go out there, I'm going to just let them know. Like, okay, J Mill, you got to go out there and let them know.
And a small idea became something really big and special.
We had a player-only meeting. J Mill was a starter. He gets up there, he said, we preaching Lank, but we not living by it.
I guess they wanted to prove to all the naysayers out there that we could do it.
But that's really what name, image, and likeness was supposed to be.
We also got to thank Yay Alabama. They put us in position to use the script A and use that as part of our merchandise, part of our branding.
Being able to form something with the script A, something that the school can unite, like nobody's done that before.
So to see the transformation where it started and to where it is now is something special.
You know, we're all really going to college to create value for our future. So getting an education, developing the right characteristics towards success, these are the real long-term values that are much, much greater than the few $1,000s you can make while you're going to college.
You know, taking care of school, being a best friend, you know, teammate, taking care of football. So that shouldn't be our worry, you know, with the dollar sign.
The crowd, like the fans, you need it. Like going into life, that's what we need. The next phase is really just, man, continue to go out there and Lank, or just to continue to go out there and prove yourself on a daily basis.
Yeah, that's gonna be clutch, man. Y'all, hey, Lank, put some links in the chat, man. Get some links in the chat. I love that for my young man, especially, and this ain't a race thing, but to see young black men understand the value that they can create for themselves past the game of football, right? Using the game of football to set themselves up. That's been something that's been very tragic in our community, in the black community. We've seen athletes just kind of throw away opportunities because they thought it just had to be done on the field. But I'm starting to see a different mode of young gentlemen come through the University of Alabama since Coach Saban has been there. And yeah, you have your one or two that end up falling by the wayside. Everybody's not going to be perfect. Nobody's going to be perfect. But you're starting to see a trend, higher graduation rate. You see guys leaving the University of Alabama and stepping into other careers where they're still in the spotlight, something that they're used to because of playing at the University of Alabama, or they're able to go back to their hometowns and really contribute because they have a name now that's attached to a prestigious organization that's attached. The brand itself, the Alabama brand itself, helps carry a little weight for you. So as a former player at the University of Alabama, or former athlete, especially when you go and you're known, or you're known for your character, being at this university, contributing to the brand, man, it's your life in the state of Alabama, and even companies that connect with the University of Alabama, it becomes a lot easier for you. A lot of times it's not what you know, it's who you know and how you present yourself, right? So yeah, shout out to Lank, shout out to Terry Arnold, shout out to Jalen Miro, everybody that was part of that whole origin of the Lank mantra. I mean, it's something that even you hear churches saying it, right? You hear churches saying it.
and it's very well deserved for these guys to get recognition for it. I think we had another super chat, a new super chat come through. Then I got JB on there and I got Zach. Appreciate y'all for your super chats. I think I got Zach. He said this season's going to be fire. I got Crimson Blood on there. Did I get Piano Man's too? I think I did get you Piano Man. If I didn't, thank you for that $4.99 super chat. But I think everybody's on the banner that super chatted or donated today. Let me double check. The okay, so everything's up to date. I have to check. I got so many devices open and I'm trying to produce. Listen, Marquita, my producer, is out of the loop for a while, y'all. Her work schedule changed. So if I'm looking for somebody else to help Trina can't do it because her internet, but she can do the small things like help scroll comments. She can do the admin stuff. She keeps me in line on timing, the notes, everything that I need research-wise, she's able to find it and put it in my private chat for me. So if you want to learn how to do the production side of this, you want to become a part of the Coach Smoot production team for the live shows, reach out in Discord or my inbox. And it's easy, y'all. And it's all about learning how the flow of the show is, getting the groove, building chemistry with me and what I like to see or things that I like to research, all of that stuff, and having an official way of doing it. So, it's really going crazy. Did we get another super chat? Crimson Blood, $4.99 super chat coming through. He says, Link, great video clip. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, I didn't know if everybody had seen it. And again, shout out to Dwight for doing his new job here at the Coach Smoot Network, supporting and volunteering his services, man. Didn't ask me for a dime, didn't ask me for nothing. Just said he wanted to contribute this way. I asked him if he would take it at take it up a notch to kind of do it at a more serious level. And he gladly accepted. And I'm blessed to have you on the team, Antoine. So, Dwight and Antoine, appreciate you for doing what you do, man. But yeah, back into the phone calls, man, back into some of the topics of the day. We want to open it up. First of all, I want y'all reactions to I want your reactions, and the phone line's not open yet. Give me a second. I get it open. But I want your reactions to the Lank video. But also we're going to bring up, before we get into the phone lines, we're going to bring up one of the other coaches' interviews. This one here is Christian Robinson talking about the defensive line, the outside linebacker group, and then also just the guys in the defensive room as a whole. He spoke on it. So I didn't watch the full clip, so we're going to jump into it right now. Again, this is Coach Christian Robinson post-practice yesterday. And this is where I want to start doing, because everybody doesn't get to see this stuff.
Really good strides of understanding. I think when you are a true freshman and you come into a new program for your first year, there's so much growth. There's so much things. Where do I go? How do I understand the training room? The resources I didn't have in high school. A lot of that becomes the things that we're on them about to maximize themselves. I'm excited about our two young guys, Jay Sean and Noah. I see Jay Sean from the spring feeling more comfortable with what he needs to do. He understands the effort he needs to play with. He's already grown. Him and Noah both have gotten bigger, stronger, faster this summer with Coach Ballou. I'd really say that I'm looking for them all to take strides at where they're at. Obviously, the guys a little bit older have a little bit of a one-up, really, because they understand how to play in this league.
Yeah, some of those older guys that have been in the program for a while, is there a sense that maybe like those guys are kind of chomping at the bit, ready for their turn, or what's it been like?
I completely agree. I think when you have great players, Will Anderson, Dallas Turner, Chris Braswell, all those guys, they waited their turn but worked and found roles throughout the years as they were here. I'd like to say that our guys are ready to do that too, and they're hungry, and that means that I get to see them unleashing it, and I got to coach them how to control it, and they're excited, and I want that. I want guys that are excited and ready to go prove that they belong and that they're ready to carry that torch from the previous guys that were here.
Coach, what's it been like for you getting a chance to work with Jamie Mosley, played linebacker here, won a national championship, but now he's coaching, working with this defense. What kind of influence has he been on this entire defense?
He's a great resource for everybody in the program, not only the players, but for me. I know my day one, I'll tell everybody this, it was a whirlwind for me. I was coaching at Baylor, and then the next day I'm here coaching practice at Alabama, and to help me figure out what we were doing, where we were at in the off-season program. But even when it comes to talking about the standard, I think anytime former players are in your program or around your program, guys like Clinton Dix and Denzel and Josh Chapman, those guys who have played on teams that have competed and put numbers on these walls, they will speak from a place that, I'm not a former player here, they will always have impact on the program. And so Jamie, I love him to death, man. Every day he's here early. He's always trying to help somebody. He is the epitome of what we want anybody that walks in this door to see at Alabama, is a guy that's done it and a guy that's going to demand the best. And he's here to help, and he's going to be a great coach. He's got all the skill and talent. He's going to be doing it here in front of everybody in a short time. I know that.
Do you think this sort of ties in with Jamie, but a lot of guys now that are out there on the field coaching that weren't able to before this rules change, do you sense the excitement in them like everybody else?
I completely agree. It's not that they're rejuvenated in any way, but it's like I can add value in practice and doing things that maybe before they weren't allowed to do. And you can be able to talk to everybody about anything now, and I think that opens a lot of doors for more coaching to go on at practice, some more details, and more hands on deck. But I definitely feel in the juice of practice, and it's really exciting to see that. And that's what I think the rule was intended, was to add value
and helps established coaches.
Oh,
too.
it does, yeah, because it allows, I know in my career, I once was a quality control assistant, and it limits, but you get more experience, and it allows the team to get better, quicker, and more hands on deck. So it's been great so far.
How do you feel your older guys, Q-Rob and Keanu Coot, are adjusting to the new scheme?
I think they're doing a great job. My background and their background, I worked for Todd Grantham, who was here at one point, and a lot of the words that they use I've been exposed to, and I've been with other coaches that have been in this system. And I think when I first got here, I tried to be a translator. And how do I make it quickly where, I know this? And they're locking in on that, and then obviously studying words and things that help them move faster and expanding the defense. I've been really excited about them and just their leadership. They want to lead, and they want to do a great job, and they do it every day, and they show up and give their best. And I think you're going to see them do a great job this fall.
Do you feel Quay Russaw has made strides from the spring to the fall?
Absolutely. He's worked his tail off. I've told him it's his time to be able to be a part of what we're doing and to get out in front. I'm excited to see him do it at a high level this fall.
Thank you.
I'd say there wouldn't be very much difference in the way that we've recruited here in the past. The job that they're going to do on the field got to be impactful in the run game, as well as be able to pass rush. I think we're going to move that guy in some ways that maybe they haven't in the past, that would allow them to make some plays maybe off the ball. So we're looking for a pretty athletic guy that can do a range of at the end of the line, off the ball. But the good thing with my position too is that we could have a diversity of guys of different skill sets, different sizes, that allow us to get the best guys on the field and play with probably more guys at one time.
Yeah, how is it different than like the jack position that they had previously under Saban's defense? Like, what are the biggest differences?
I'd say, from nothing different in terms of what we're looking for in terms of recruiting. I'd say that maybe just a couple more individual scheme fit things that Coach Womack would want to move that guy around maybe a little bit differently than Coach Saban did. And I think our guys are liking that it's opened up some things that maybe they didn't do in the past, but they're still doing a lot of the same techniques that we saw Dallas and Will Anderson do in the past.
Sure.
Yo, so basically, and towards the end, the audio really started getting bad. So I wanted to go ahead and cut it. But he just went more in depth about kind of explaining what's expected of the Wolf and the Bandit position. So we're going to open the phone lines up now, kind of reacting to Coach Christian Robinson, the outside linebacker coach, a very attractive position on the Alabama football roster, so, a position that I believe is really going to be one of the group leaders on this team. They're going to have a lot of production because of how they're going to be used. Sometimes you're going to see two outside linebackers. Sometimes you're only going to see one pass rush specialist. Sometimes you're going to see three in some of these sets with some of this the type of range that we're going to have, the type of fluidity that we're going to have with this defense. So the hat is hot, yeah. And y'all pray for Boss Lady KT. Our puppy, he tore up her hat. But we got the phone lines open. First caller calling in, it looks like it's Zach.
Put me in the game, Coach.
Yo, Zach, you're back with the attack. How you feeling, my guy?
I'm doing good, Coach Smoot.
That's what's up, man. What you think about that interview with Coach Robinson, the outside linebacker, his assessment of his group of guys? What's it feels around it, Zach?
I'm liking it. Because he and also he brings a new outlook and a new approach to this defense as well. You know, from that's just the feels I'm getting, you know, and I'm excited to see what this group brings to the table and how they provide production for this defense this season.
100%, Zach. So when you think about the names Noah Carter, Jay Sean Ross being mentioned early, and these guys have only been on campus now for maybe 4 weeks now. You know, all of them reported in the summer, went through summer training and workouts and things of that nature. They've been able to be evaluated by mostly the strength and conditioning staff, but they've been reporting to these position coaches. And to see those two names, Jay Sean Ross, Noah Carter's two names that a lot of the mainstream outlets they won't mention, but a coach who's working with these guys is a reason if he's going to point out two names like that, freshmen. How does that make you feel? Give me some feedback on that.
It makes me excited, and I know Ebony, if you're listening, I'm excited for what your son brings to this team, and I wish him the best of luck. And me and Coach Mick will hold him down and take care of him while he's going through this transition at Alabama.
For sure, man. And I knew Noah's transition to the college level would not be a struggle. The young man is very smart, but there's some other players on this roster, young freshmen. And I think the more that we get to talk to these coaches, these position coaches, you're going to hear them speak highly of a lot of these freshmen. I heard some great things from my sources about QB Reese, you know, how he and Jeremiah Alexander have become like really close teammates, you know, in the first few weeks of being on campus. And a lot of the older guys in that inside linebacker room are very high on QB Reese. You ask Deontay Lawson, and that's the name that he's going to mention because of just how smart the young man is. We have a lot of smart players on the defensive side, and it's really cool to have them at that edge position. To kind of dive into more talks about personnel, Q-Rob, Keanu Colt, Quay Russaw, sounds like to be a strong rotation. What's your I mean, if you had to guess, what type of production are you think we're going to see with those guys, knowing their natural talent, even before seeing them on the field in a new role?
High production. They're going to bring a good balance of production to this defense. And going back to Noah, I liked what I saw in the practice footage of him working on his technique, improving, even though he has great technique, changing up a thing or practicing one or two new techniques to get off the block quicker and get to the quarterback. I really like seeing that, you know, and I'm excited to see what he brings to Alabama in his career.
Exactly. So Zach, last thing before we get off, production over or under for outside linebackers responsible for sacks. I'm gonna say over or under because I'm expecting like a 30 plus sack season from our defense, 30 plus sacks. So from the outside linebacker room, over or under 15.
I'll go with over.
Over?
Yes.
Who's the sack leader out the outside linebacker room?
I'm gonna go with I'm drawing a blank. I'm gonna go with Justin Jefferson.
That's an inside linebacker.
Okay.
Outside linebacker room, we're looking at Keanu Colt, Q Robinson, Quay Russaw. Who else is out there? Yanzi Pierre, You got who else is in the outside linebacker room? There's so many of them, man, with the linebackers.
Right.
I mean, golly, Jay Sean Ross is a young guy. Noah Carter is a young guy out there, the outside linebacker room. Who else, man? Let me see. I'm gonna pull the roster up real quick. So you got Quay Rusar, you got Q Rob, you got Keanu Code, you got Noah Carter, you got Keon Keeley. He's in that room. Q Robinson, Yanzi Pierre, we said him, Jay Sean Ross. Who else? Let me see. Any more linebackers that I missed? Nope, those are the linebackers in the outside linebacker room. Dang, that's a bunch of talent. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go with Quay Rusar. I think Quay Rusar will end up being the sack leader in the outside linebacker room. I don't think people realize how quick and violent his first step is, but he's deceptive with his speed. I think a lot of people are going to see him line up and think he's not a speed rusher, but he is a speed rusher.
Right.
He's just a big speed rusher, and size and speed go very well in this scheme. So that's my guess. If you had to pick, who you got?
I'll go with it. I have to go with Russell as well. And my next choice would be Noah Carter, but I don't think he's going to get playing time, but I don't think he's going to get the snaps needed to be the leading sack on this outside linebacker room because he's a freshman and still developing.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, Zach, about Noah. If I'm Noah, if I'm Jay Sean, if I'm QB Reese, if I'm Caden Jones, if I'm not the fourth guy right now in the rotation at my position, if I'm not the sought out fourth guy in that room, not just at my position, in that room, then I'm focusing on just being 100% every day in practice. That's how you get better. Right. That's how you get opportunities to be seen. And you don't have to be the best at it. You just have to be efficient and consistent in what you do. So if you're not one of the ones that the coaches are having to tell how to do a technique, something technical on the practice field every day, those things get noticed. So in the game situation, if let's say Q Rob and Quay go down at the same time, which one of my guys is doing consistent things? Who's the first one that comes to my mind? Who I don't have to talk to if I send out on the field? If I have to send this player out on the field, do I have to give extra attention to this player because he's on the field? And I think when you look at that, I think you kind of rely on your veteran guys that's been there. Yanzi Pierre has a year under his belt. Quay Rusar has a year under his belt. Q Rob is a veteran. Keanu Code has some years under his belt. Like, you got 4 guys there. You lose 2 of those guys, you still got 2 guys that you're very confident in. And then you got big guys like Keon Keeley who could get on the edge and be a speed rusher. But if you have to play a young guy, Noah Carter, Jay Sean Ross, those guys are I'm not worried about it. They just have so much techniques, things that they have to work on. Because at the high school level, pass rushing, blitzing off the edge, it's a different game. You can use a lot of athleticism. At the college level, you're going to have some technically sound Caden Proctors lined up across from you. 6'7", 330 pounds. They got the same reaches. You may not have the same foot speed, but have the same reach, and they can push off 190 pounds of force with one arm. You got doggone Jaden Roberts dumbbell pressing 140-pound dumbbells in the weight room. For what? You get what I'm saying? So you got to be able to train differently for that. So that's why I think that their learning curve is going to be those young guys. But I don't think it's going to slow them down from being productive on the field.
Right. Agree. And that's why I didn't go with Noah Carter, because I don't think he's going to get the kind of production this year. He's still got 1 or 2 more years to learn, get developed, and just get adjusted to the speed. And now if he came in the spring, I'd hold him at a little more higher standard. But since he came in the summer, he has a little bit more of a learning curve than the guys that came in the springtime.
100%, Zach. Well, Zach, I'm gonna let you off the line, man. We got more people calling in. Appreciate you for weighing in on Coach Robinson's interview, man. And yeah, bro, I'm excited about the season. I think this outside linebacker room is going to be a talented one, and it's going to be part of the major production of what this defense. They're going to be a factor, 100%. I think people are really going to have to key in on who's on the field when we line up. They're going to be worried about who's lined up at that outside linebacker position, that edge rush position. And it's going to be hard to stop those guys from being effective. Anything you want to say to the people before you go, Zach?
Roll Tide, AAA family. Love you guys.
Roll Tide, Zach. Always a pleasure to have you on, my guy.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, man. Roll Tide. Y'all take it easy, man. We got some vibes today, man. Hey, reactions. Give me your thoughts on the Lank documentary. Give me your thoughts on Coach Robinson and his outside linebacker room. The line is open. 334-625-1121. Again, 334-625-1121. Call in. We got about 20 minutes left on the call-in segment, and then we'll be closing out the show with the final thoughts for the week. And then don't forget, tomorrow we have live practice coverage, so it won't be no set timeline for how we do the show. We'll just be live. Tomorrow's practice, let me pull up the schedule. Tomorrow's practice started at 9:30 Central Standard Time, I think, 9:45. And then after that, I usually will go live about an hour into practice after that media viewing period where my sources are able to provide me some insight. Let me see. Here we go. All right, so check this out. We got practice tomorrow, 9:20 a.m. is when the viewing period will start. So we'll be live around 11. We'll go live at 11 Eastern, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow, and we'll just start pulling our live practice coverage. But the phone line is open right now, 334-625-1121. And until we get that, I want to talk about some of the things that I picked up from the interviews before we get back on the phone line, and then we'll have the last 30 minutes of the show to do the fourth quarter calling segment. We'll transition to our fourth quarter calling segment. So we'll hold the phone line for now. I'll do my 3-minute rant starting now, and then we'll have the fourth quarter calling segment. So a few things I want to take away from yesterday's interviews, and this is with Coach Mo and Coach Robinson and Coach Womack. Something that was stressed that we've all been harking on, that I've been harking on as a panelist, as a somebody that's covering the team, but also provides content for the University of Alabama. I've been stressing about us being able to utilize our depth, right? Utilize our depth and get young guys opportunities to play. So what I'm hearing, not only are we what I'm hearing, not only is most of our depth chart with the special teams being manned with freshmen and young players, young sophomores who probably basically are redshirt freshmen, sophomores in the classroom with redshirt freshmen on the field. They're being manned with those type of guys who aren't needed in that 1A, 1B role, but are rotational players. And you want to give them opportunities to create some type of value for themselves, right? And be effective without abusing your primary options, right? So what we're looking at is, you see both our cornerbacks coach giving high praise to a true freshman in Xavier Brown. So if Xavier Brown is going to be on the field, right? If he's going to be on the field as a rotational starter, that means guys like Zay Mincy, Drake Kirkpatrick, who else? Brayson Hubbard. Who else in that secondary is probably going to be a special teams key? Jalen Mbakwe. Guys like that are going to be primary special teams guys that's going to get opportunities to be effective. Ebony just said it about Noah. You would hope that your first year on, you can continue to pack on weight. The film room, you start learning how to navigate the film, navigate the scheme, learn all the technical things up front, and we have opportunities to display it on the field without being a primary option and having space to be coached up between those opportunities. That's when you see guys really, really advance and be effective, especially on the defensive side. Especially on the defensive side. Shout out to Coach Carl in the building. I ain't seen you all day, brother. How you feeling? On the Block Sports with Coach Carl. But yeah, I think that's great for us. I think that's more realistic trajectory for those guys. QB Reese, Caden Jones.
athletic, super athletic size guys, guys that their size they could play in the SEC right now, but they're all at a size right now where you want them on special teams. They're not too small to go down and make tackles there, and they're not too slow. They're not too big and slow to be athletic. You got a lot of speed out there. You're looking at Caden Jones, Justin O, Sterling Dixon, Noah Carter in the linebacker room. Those are guys that you can put on your first and second line on kickoff return. And then you got speedsters like Jaden Mbakwe that could get back there and return kicks for you. You got Ryan Williams. He's not on defense, but you talking about kick return, punt return. You know, primarily your punt return is going to be your first defense. You're probably going to bring on 2 extra DBs. Do you bring in a Jaden Mbakwe and a Zay Mincy? A Drake Kirkpatrick who's a little bit bigger than both of them, Drake Kirkpatrick and Zay Mincy? Why you got Mbakwe back there returning punts? Keep Malachi and Kobe and who else did they have back there practicing? Keon and all those first team guys, keep them fresh. Get them to the sideline so they can focus on adjustments they got to go out there and set the tone for next drive. That's what I'm excited about. So stressing the depth of the roster is awesome. The fact that these coaches are so mission focused on the bigger picture. That's one thing I got from them. They all are bought into Coach Kane Womack's defensive strategy. They're not shy about saying that all of this experience out here and all of these alphas, they're bought into a scheme because guess what? To me, it highlights each one of their expertise as a head coach, as a position coach, as a coordinator, what they specialize in. As an outside linebacker, you get to do what you specialize in, getting guys to the quarterback, working on techniques to get guys to the quarterback. As a defensive line guy, Freddie Roach was a disruptor in his playing days as a D lineman, outside linebacker, defensive end. He was very disruptive. Now he gets to teach that technique, what allowed him to be successful doing that, him and Coach Mosley with the outside linebackers and D linemen. Then you look at the inside linebackers, Kane Womack, very adept and smart, knowledgeable of the game. Look at the brains he has in that inside linebacker room. Sterling Dixon, young guy. Justin Okoronkwo, young guy, smart. QB Reese, young guy, smart. Inside linebacker. Jeremiah Alexander. All of those young guys, you got 4 young guys who are smart. Jeremiah Alexander is going to be a key part, a key reserve for this inside linebacker rotation. But then you got older guys, Jahad Campbell, Justin Jefferson, Deontay Lawson, smart guys. Secondary, Malachi Moore, smart. Devontae Smith, edgy, smart, knows the game. Keon Saab, very smart. All these guys, and physicality. That's another thing we took away. You know, we spoke on Noah Carter and Jay Sean Ross being mentioned by Coach Robinson. That's huge. Jamie Mosley and Coach Duval and HaHa Clinton Dix, their impact being alumni from the Saban era, being invited in and welcome in to continue to impact the program and the legacy of Alabama football, right? And I can't wait to see the Wolf and Bandit positions go crazy. I can't wait. Quay Russaw, Keon Keeley, Ja Latham, LT Overton, not Jay Sean Ross, I'm sorry, Q-Rob, Keanu Coate, right? Yanzi Pierre. All of those guys going to have an opportunity to go crazy this season from the Bandit and the Wolf positions. Tell y'all right now, Alabama has the deepest defensive line / outside linebacker rooms in the country. Talent-wise, on paper, we are the deepest. Quality talent across the board. D-line, outside linebacker. And now I'm more confident in our depth at the cornerback position and the safety position. I think our defense will begin to blossom earlier in the season than expected. So the phone lines are open again. We're going to give y'all the fourth quarter call-in segment, which is brought to you by the AAA family. Fourth quarter call-in segment brought to you by the AAA family, y'all. Yeah, let's get into it, man. Fourth quarter call-in segment, 334-625-1121, 334-625-1121. Call in for the fourth quarter call-in segment. The only difference is with the fourth quarter call-in segment is you call in, you say, this is so-and-so, put me in the game, coach. When I say you're in the game, you spit. We got 3 minutes per call. 3 minutes per call. We got, as a matter of fact, it's Friday. We're going to do 2-minute drive. We're going to do the 2-minute drive. Fourth quarter call-in segment. You get the 2-minute drive. So call in, rant, spit, whatever you want to spit. Talk trash to the other teams. Speak on a player, your thoughts, whatever. Call in. Let your voice be heard. And if you called in early, I don't mind you calling in again. We got space. We got enough for what? 4 phone calls right now. So let's go. 334-625-1121. Fourth quarter calling segment here, powered by the AAA family. Let me hear you. And while we wait, y'all, don't forget, check out our merch, man. Our merch is about to sell like crazy. I don't know about y'all. I feel like we really about to do something huge with this merch lineup. Not only just the merch lineup, but just the Under the Radar Recruit series. We got a premiere Sunday. Sunday, we got the premiere for part 2 of Bryson Riggins' Under the Radar Recruit series. He's going to be, we're going to actually do the interview part. It's the production part of it is almost done. We're finishing it up today. We thought about doing it tonight, but we said we didn't want to interfere our Bama coverage, fall coverage content. So Sundays will be our variety content. Saturday and Sundays, post-practice Saturday, and then Sundays, either before or after church service, we'll be doing our variety content. And y'all know Sundays, I've been going live during church just to kind of share something more intimate with you all. You know, that's a part of my life that's a big part of my life, you know, being in church, being in ministry, being a musician. That's a huge part of my life, so I want to share that with you all because this is a variety content channel. And as we grow, y'all, don't forget, we're still looking to hit our 2K goal. We're still hit our 2K goal. We made to 1920 before the end of last month. We made it to 1920. So we're only 80 followers away from hitting 2K. We're only 80 followers away from hitting 2K. So please, actually, we're 79 followers away. Subscribers from hitting 2K subscribers here on YouTube. So once again, I appreciate y'all. Every subscriber counts. I'm going to try to get my old setup for OBS. I'm trying to go, I'm going to get OBS set up. See if I could get a ticker and all that stuff for OBS set up because I want way more control over the stream, y'all. I want y'all to see the likes when they come in for the chat, right? I want to see the icons pop up for likes. What else? And then I think we're going to start streaming on Twitch again. We're going to start doing the talk show on Twitch also. But at the same time, I don't know. So we'll see. But what y'all got going on? What y'all got going on in the chat? No phone calls, no fourth quarter call in. That's fine. We don't have to force it. I think we had a banger of a show. I think we've done enough. I think we've got enough content for today. What y'all think? Y'all good on today? Talk to me. Shane B. Womack said yesterday that he wasn't feeling well. Oh yeah, LT Overton was sick. But also, Davin, I want you to hear about something. This is some inside scoop. As a matter of fact, yeah, I'll do it. There was an inside scoop. There's been a little ego stuff going on. There's been a little ego stuff, and he's been challenged by some of his teammates. It's not a negative thing every time, guys. It's not a negative thing every time. But some things have been handled, and he's been allotted some space to really refocus because he can be an intricate part of what this team is going to be, and I think he understands that now at this level. Oh, we got a call. Right before. Ooh, we already know who it is. Fourth quarter calling segment.
Call from.
This is Greg. Put me in the game, Coach.
What's up, Greg? You in the game?
Man, I just can't resist it.
Go ahead, man. Let her rip.
I thought somebody would call. I was there waiting. I'm like, man, I got a call, bro.
Man, look, go ahead. Let her rip, man. Your 2-minute warning starts now.
I know we're on a 2-minute drive right here. I'm like Bryce and that stanky old stadium at Auburn. I'm fixing to take it and throw that sweet pass in the corner of that end zone for that touchdown and break their hearts.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I heard that too, man. It might have a little bit of something going on there with him. I heard he was sick, but like these people got to grow up, brother. There's got some competition there in this place. You gotta accept it. That's just all it is to it. You got to put out or shut up. You just got to do it.
100%.
I would encourage everybody, if you have Twitter, if you see Barstool or our strength and conditioning coach, man, it'll fire you up, man. While he was getting them ready for practice, oh my God, I was about ready to I was about ready to go lift some weights or something. It was crazy. He had them all pumped up, man. I mean, he was having to bleep it out too.
Hey,
it was good.
And I'm gonna give you your 30 seconds back so I can interject here. So what's happening is we did a reaction to it. I'm gonna cut our reaction to it because I was hyped too, man. I was hyped. I mean, that's what you want to see.
And it wasn't on the extreme level like Scott Cochran. Like, you just look at Coach David Ballou, and you're like, he makes you want to lift. He's not a coach that's saying do it, and he doesn't look like he does it himself. So you get your 30 seconds back. You got your 1 minute warning right here.
All right, I appreciate it. I feel like I'm in Congress. I only got 5 minutes. I got to go. I got to get going. Yeah, man, he's great. But like, I know everybody notices, but like every coach on the staff is so enthusiastic at practice. It's crazy. Where you have highlights, and I guess everybody thinks I don't like Saban. I love Saban, man. He's a statue, but it was nothing like that. It was nothing. I know these kids are having fun, man. You can work hard and have fun. It makes you enjoy practice. It makes you focus better. It makes you become better. That's all I got to say, Coach.
Yep.
I'll now send it back to you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Look, no problem, man. Listen, Greg, you did good, man. You had 7 seconds, but appreciate you for calling in for the fourth quarter calling segment.
Oh, I got 7 seconds. I hate Auburn. I hate Tennessee. Y'all can go.
Roll Tide, man.
Roll Tide.
Yes, sir. I love it. I love it. Greg brings the energy every phone call, y'all. That's the type of energy. Y'all, I don't care if you can just get on for 30 seconds. If you can step away, I want some sound bites today. I can't even front. I got some sound bites, clips of sound bites, and right now we only got like a minute and a half. I want to put together an 8-minute sound bite clip for the channel. I want people, and I want to use it to promote when we go into our fourth quarter calling segment. I want to create a commercial for that transition. So 205, I know who this is. Let's go.
Zachary, put me in the game, Coach.
Yo, Zach, what's up? You in the game, brother? Let it rip.
Get your beat button ready.
I got it.
Auburn, you low down motherfucker. Y'all can't do shit.
Zach, hey, Zach, I know it's Friday, man, but come on, man. Hey, if listen, all right, go ahead, Zach. I go. Is your world. You go ahead, do your thing, Zach. Do your thing.
Auburn, we're coming for you. We're gonna give you the biggest belt to ass whooping you'll ever have. We'll make you want to quit, want to leave the SEC. We're gonna make you quit. We don't care. We're gonna get you up out of here, get you away from this SEC where we don't want
1 minute warning. 1 minute warning.
We do not want you no more. We don't need you. You stink up the SEC. You're low down, no good, and we don't need you here anymore. It's your time to leave and get up out of here. We don't need you no more.
Oh, man, 20 seconds, Zach. Take it away, man. You got 20 more seconds.
Tennessee, you low down, no good, country bunking incest.
Not incest. Not incest. Zach, this a family show, man. You got 5 seconds. You got 5 seconds. I'm hanging up on you, Zach. 5, 4, 3. Roll Tide, Zach.
Roll Tide.
All right, man. Yo, Zach. Fourth quarter calling segment. We gonna have to put some parameters on it. I ain't trying to get shut down, man. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. What is happening? KT, I don't know, boss lady. I don't know. They got a lot of pent-up frustration for this week. They got a lot of pent-up frustration, y'all. We got about 10 more minutes on the fourth quarter calling segment. Who want to join the fun? This is honestly fun. I can't even lie. Fourth quarter calling segment. The line is open. 334-625-1121. Again, that's 334-625-1121. The call-in line is open. Fourth quarter calling segment. 2-minute drill. You get a chance to come in and just speak your mind. Speak what's on your heart. Let us know how you really feel. You know, don't be scared. Speak your mind. We're not gonna judge you. I promise you. I won't judge you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it. 334-625-1121, fourth quarter calling segment. We're live with it right now. I want to hear any of my ladies out there. Y'all, what's up with Cindy? We got to check in with Cindy. I ain't seen Cindy today. I hope, listen, y'all know her puppies, they've been running her crazy. They got 2 new puppies, her and her husband. And them 2 puppies, she said they've been running them crazy. They a whole, nah, you good. He's at Auburn evicted. Yeah, you good, Zach. This y'all show, this y'all segment. I don't have to listen. Y'all do y'all thing. I do not control what happens right there. That is all y'all, I promise you. 334-625-1121. I would love to have some more people call in and add to that. That's a soundbite all in itself. I'm telling you, that one. Zach, you took the cake with that one. I ain't gonna lie, Zach. You took the cake with that one. I think you surprised us all. We wasn't expecting little bro Zach to come in that hot. You went in a little bit the other day, but you really came with it today. Now I would like to report an Auburn. Carla's been busy. I got to check in with Carla, my sister. She's been busy. She's knocking some work stuff off, so she can be fully available here on the channel, because she was one of the first ones that told me about her schedule coming out of the month of July, closing out that quarter. So y'all, yeah, keep her in your prayers though. She's definitely been tuning in. She says she's been able to go back and watch the live streams afterwards. She's one of the ones that goes and watches the live stream all the way through after the post watch. So that's pretty awesome to have that. We got 100 total viewers on the stream today, man. And you know what? Facebook is starting to pick up. We got 9 reactions on our Facebook stream. Shout out to Rico Mitchell, my brother working at WTVM, one of the camera guys. He's going to be helping us y'all a lot this year, y'all, during the season. Drake Hughes, my brother from college, one of my college teammates and my brother, man. Appreciate you for the like. Antoine went over to the Facebook side and dropped a like. Did you like it on the personal page or the Coach Smoot page? I think they all show up together either way. It don't matter. DeAndre Deep Thread, a Bama fan. Somebody I hope to get to call in one day. He used to be a part of that sports trash talk group that I was in, and we both kind of pulled away from it. It got a little too toxic. I mean, just no football talk no more, just a bunch of roasting. And as a college football fan, that's why I'm trying to keep our community from bringing. We have our sessions where we kind of joke around, but it's all football and good football trash talk all day in our Discord. Y'all, the Rep Your Team channel is about to get back crazy. I'm telling you right now. I'm purposely going out to get some other fans. Jeremy Howard, Mississippi boy, one of my boys. I don't know if he's a Mississippi State or Ole Miss fan, but he a Mississippi boy. Aaron Price, one of my battle buddies from the military. And little bro Levante came in and checked on the Facebook side. Then we had 2 heart reactions from Sherman Nickerson and my brother Dimitri Burks, man. Appreciate y'all for showing love on the Facebook side. And he said it was my personal page. That's what's up, Antoine. That's what's up. Appreciate that. Nah, hey, we got 3 minutes. We got 3 minutes before the calling segment. So if nobody calls in the next 45 seconds, a different caller, because we don't want Greg and Zach to be the only ones getting their FaceTime. We want everybody to. So if we don't have a different caller in the next 45 seconds, we'll just go ahead and end the show, y'all. Oh, yeah, you better not, Ebony. Especially, it's not safe to rep your team when you double dipping. You can't be double dipping. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm going to end the show on. Ebony, you got my attention today. You know what? You've been causing a lot of ruckus amongst the Bama fan base, and I'm gonna have to tell you about yourself because I love you and you my sister, right? And you tell me about myself as your brother when I act up on social media. So I'm gonna tell you about yourself. You acting up amongst this fan base, and I think you will benefit from this. Pull up a chair, sis, sit next to me, and we're gonna talk about this. Look, it's safe. She said, "Oh Lord, you already know what's coming." See. You're going to have to stop with that Buckner energy. I don't care how long you've been a fan of him. You get a pass as a parent. Let that bull crap go. Ain't going on up there in Ohio State. They got the weakest schedule in the country. They going to win 11 games. Whoop-de-freaking do. But they ain't doing nothing. Ryan Day going to get fired. He going to get fired because he ain't going to win a national championship. The man, if they lose to Oregon, listen, if they lose to Oregon, Ryan Day might not make it through the season. He'll be the first coach to get fired after a team goes 10-2. Right? After a team goes 10-2 or 11-2 over the season, he'll be the first coach to get fired because you can't win the big one. You've had multiple opportunities, but you can't do it. And then 2, come on now, your boy is a Crimson Tide. Your boy, he been a Crimson Tide fan for the longest. Support him.
We don't want to hear no more Buckner stuff. You understand? Either you're with us or you're against us. And that's that. No double dipping. I can't say roll tide and go Vols because my nephew played for Tennessee. I can say go Trav, but you won't hear me saying nothing about no Tennessee. And I mean, that's my nephew. That's my nephew. That's my nephew. You won't hear it. And if one of my sons go to Florida or Mississippi State, I'm gonna be yelling roll tide. You won't catch me saying nothing, Hell State, none of that bull crap. They go to Auburn, I might, Lord Jesus, I don't know. Yeah, I wonder if Noah had went to Michigan, would you have kept that same energy? Would you be double dipping? Would you be double dipping if he was at Michigan? I slick take it as a disrespect. I slick take it as a disrespect, sis, that you're double dipping. They meme they mama. You know, I know, but I'm saying, for the time being, that Buckner's energy gotta go. Got it. Hey, Davin, would you? I think I'm borderline almost there. We did it to the only reason my sister was safe, right? Because my sister, she had an academic scholarship to Auburn, full ride academic scholarship, right? But my sister went to Auburn and her room was decorated with Alabama paraphernalia. When she went to college in the early 2000s, it wasn't a lot of Alabama apparel being sold in the stores like it is now. But she was decked out in Alabama gear every chance she got. Some Alabama colorway. The girl, I mean, my sister is a stylist, so her hair color, she changed her hair color to crimson. That year for the Iron Bowl, I remember her. Basically, we had to send family to go and get her because her butt was out there drunk talking trash to Auburn fans and classmates as an Auburn student with her Bama gear on. So that's the type of feels we get in our family when it comes to being dedicated to the Tide. That's just how we roll. And this is how the AAA family gonna be when it comes to that crimson. I want you to rep your team. I say AAA family, we majority Bama fans, but if you're a Georgia fan in this AAA family, you better stand 10 toes down because the Bama fans not gonna get quiet. They ain't gonna get quiet just to spare you. Stand 10 toes down. You still family. You just a cousin that picked the wrong side. I got aunties that picked the wrong side. I got cousins that picked the wrong side. I got cousins that's not even SEC fans, and I have to wonder, like, who are you sure we family? You know, I got family members in New Jersey, born and raised. They don't know nothing about college football but Alabama. That's it. That's how it's supposed to be. So yeah, if Noah went to X against, I would wear his jersey and everything else scarlet and gray. Well, you have to buy it. That's your son, okay? But as far as publicly repping you, we won't stand for the Bucknut stuff. Now, if some Ohio State fans come in and they're cheering for Ohio State, by all means. As a matter of fact, Ebony, you should get more Ohio State fans to join the community so you can have some backup. Since you're not gonna let them go, even for the sake of being a part of the winning team and having a free pass, a get on the bandwagon pass, right? You get to get on the bandwagon pass because you've contributed a great asset in Noah Carter. You had a piece in contributing that young man, right? You're the reason he's here, right? You get on the wagon pass because other bandwagon fans don't get to just jump on the wagon. You get what I'm saying? We despise bandwagon fans as Alabama. It's hard to be a Saban era fan and get respect. You had to go through the DuBose era. You had to go through the Frazier era. You had to go through the 1 week hire, and the price mess. You had to go through the sanctions. You had to go through the 6 years of losing to Auburn to be respected as an Alabama fan once social media came about. 2008, 2009, when social media really got mainstream. You had to go through it. I'm going to my second family wedding in September in North Carolina this year. First one, I was like, what is wrong with y'all? It's football season. Mary J, they pushing it. September ain't bad, though. September ain't bad. You might get by in September. But October, you pushing it. You're pushing it. Let me tell y'all this. I'm gonna say this, and my parents ain't checked in today, but they probably gonna see it. They gonna come back. We got 5 minutes to close out the show after this segment. After this statement. And this is just small talk with Coach Smook. Small talk with Smook. We just small talking right now on the Coach Smook Morning Show. Kind of closing out the week with some good vibes. Coach Smook Morning Show. Once again, thank everybody for supporting. But I'm gonna tell y'all this. Our church anniversary. Our church has been around for 2001. We're going on 23. We made 23 years this past July. Clap it up. That's an accomplishment. 23 years of consistent ministry, and we're celebrating every year in October. For some reason, the third Saturday in October, my family and our committee at our church just continue to schedule these banquets on that Saturday that we play Tennessee. And I don't care if Alabama undefeated going into that. That's the third Saturday in October. And my parents, they die hard Bama fans. Don't get me wrong. But, ministry comes first. And I understand that's their prerogative. I agree. I understand that's power. But me and my house, we love Jesus, right? And God loves the Crimson Tide. It's clear, right? The Lord loves the Crimson Tide. So that third Saturday, I'm usually late, especially if they have our late game. I'm usually late to the banquet because I wear my jersey to the event. I usually am in my suit and tie and everything, but I have my jersey somewhere close, so I don't have, if the juju be messed up, if we in a tight game, I can run out and put it on. I have my socks. I always wear my Bama socks, no matter what my outfit is, right? I'm telling y'all, I don't play that. So we're gonna have to stop that. Alabama is God's team, right? Not the Cowboys, not Ohio State trash stuff. Alabama. We know this. Born and raised in Georgia, fell in love with football and naturally the best in the league. Roll Tide roll for my. Hey, and you know what? I love fans that don't try to act like they know everything about a team. They just, I told Vontae, he's a college football fan, new to college football, and naturally you're going to be attracted to winning teams. So he don't have to go out here and act like he been a safe. He gets to enjoy being a part of a new era and learning Alabama football for what it was to him under Coach DeBoer. And kids that were born in 2008, 2007, or 2002, 2001, most of them only know the Saban era. They don't understand. They didn't understand football 2001 to 2006, 2007. They didn't understand it. Unlike guys like myself, 97 to 2001, where we had like up and down years, 96 where we looked like we should have won it, should have won it all. I think 96 was the year. I want to say that was my first year back in the States. 96 Iron Bowl. That's the one my family. I think we still have it on VHS too, sitting back in our storage room on VHS in a trunk. Y'all know them old black trunks, them storage trunks. But yeah, that's a little story time. Coach Smook Morning Show. Listen, appreciate y'all for tuning in today. We got 100 live. We're ending the show. Ending the show here. Thank everybody, all the co-sponsors of the stream today. Zach Wilges, Brett Sullivan, Mary J, Gary Bama for Life, Dwight, Jordan Wright, Bino, Antoine, Piano Man 61, Crimson Blood 22, JB 718. Thank all of you for your contributions with super chats, donations, gifted memberships, everything that you contributed to the show today. I thank you 100%. All the members of the channel, AAA members of the channel, thank you. Don't forget to go and check out the link for the Coach Smook Tailgate event here, the Coach Smook Tailgate event. We got it popping up here on the screen. Don't forget to go check it out and get your tickets. We're actually literally about to change the pricing as we speak. It's actually supposed to be changing right now in the next few minutes. We're here at our hour where we have to change it. Noon Central Standard Time. The event prices will be updated. So y'all hurry up and get in and take advantage of that. And what else we got? Don't forget to take advantage of our merch lineup, y'all. Make sure y'all go on the website and take advantage of it. Got 10 items on the merch site. Y'all go check it out. And don't forget, if you want to become a member of the AAA family, here's the link right here. Click that link. Join the YouTube channel, become a monetized supporter. And if you already support and want to help other people become members of this channel, go ahead and give some memberships. We got some gifted memberships. And remember, Discord, we will open up the Boom Boom Room Saturday night. Saturday night, we're going to try to open up the Boom Boom Room and get a little party started. Start getting the environment ready for live game watch parties that we will be doing. We'll be streaming it, but we will also be in Discord, so you will have an opportunity to be on screen while the live game is going on for games that we watch from the home station, from the home office. So with that being said, y'all, I'm your boy, Coach Smoot. Thank you for joining in this week on the Coach Smoot Morning Show. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be live around 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, covering live reactions to post-practice reports and everything covering the Alabama fall camp. Thank you all for everything that you do. Again, shout out to our sponsors, New Generation Barbershop in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Shout out to W Energy Drink, one of our longtime sponsors. We just renewed an agreement with them. We're affiliate partners with them. Shout out to Tailgate Party Committee becoming host and co-sponsors for this event coming up. And shout out to the AAA family 100%. Shout out to Echo and the Life Ministries, Dr. Cicely Artist and Josh Artist for becoming sponsors of the Coach Smoot Network, and everybody else that's supporting, whether it's behind the scenes or up on the battlefront. Thank you for your support. I'm Coach Smoot, and I'll catch you on the next one. Roll got doggone Tide. And we don't give a piss about nan, but the Tide AAA SOS, I'm out.